Home in the valley, home in the city. Home isn't pretty, ain't no home for me. Home in the darkness, home on the highway. Home isn't my way, home I'll never be. Burn out the day, burn out the night. Can't see no reason to put up a fight. I'm living for giving the devil his due. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. Time is the essence, time is the season. Time ain't no reason, got no time to show. Time everlasting, time to play these sides. Time ain't on my side, time will never know. Burn out the day, burn out the night. Now I want to tell you what's wrong from what's right. I've seen suns that were freezing and nights that were blue. But I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. Burn out the day, burn out the night. Can't see no reason to put up a fight. I'm living for giving the devil his due. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you.
All right. Hey. Let me know if my sound is too loud. It's hard to make out it. Wait, let me go down and then go up. All right. That should be okay. I don't want to be too loud. Hey everybody, happy Taco Tuesday. No tacos here today. Oh, that would be a good quick dinner though. Yeah, no. Hey KCG. Hey Hope. Hey Cash. Hey Brittany. Give some people hope. My cat was walking on the keyboard. Yeah, mine always does that. I'm listening and driving home. Be extremely diligent in chat, please, mods. Thank you, Hope. Yeah, I have some things I want to say. I'll give a couple minutes, see if some more come in about the whole situation. With the mod situation, with the crappy comments in chat and shit. Gosh, cats aren't evil. Well, mine is. I take that back. He has an evil sign. No, you're not behind, KCG. I just started. I didn't say anything yet. I didn't get there. I just started. But yeah, Duke has an evil side. Sir Duke definitely has an evil side. He'll just walk up and just bite your ass. He don't care. He just doesn't care. He just walks up and just takes a bite. He likes to be the center of attention at all times, no matter what. Sir Duke. Oh, let me leave him alone because then he'll come over here bothering me. Okay, so hey, nonsense. Um, I'll say it now because before I forget, but I'll make a note to remind myself to say it again as I get going. I appreciate all you mods, I really do. But do me a favor. When you see comments in the chat threatening my kids or anybody's kids or some bullshit or a troll, if it's a threatening comment, please screenshot it because I don't catch everything. It's hard for me to catch everything when I'm reviewing a video. Um, I don't even want them timed out. Block their asses. I'm done with it. I'm done with the games. I'm just done with it. Block their asses. Keep blocking every one of their asses to come back in under another alt. There is no timing out these idiots. When you have to make disgusting comments about a child, you're a disgusting human being and you're a perv. And you shouldn't even be in anybody's chat, in my opinion. And I don't want you here. So block away. I know I tell you not to block, but I'm asking you to block away. I've got two Maine Coon cats, adorable, but yes, evil at times. Oh, I had a cat that was half Maine Coon. He was awesome. He lived a long time too. Okay, and another thing. Let me address this and get it out the way. You know, Megan, I don't know what your freaking problem is, honey. I really don't give two shits. Keep going with your little 40 views. I don't care. You started a channel to trash people. You won't last long. Trust and believe that. But I'm telling you right now, and I'm telling you for the last fucking time, leave my name off your panel, out of your mouth. I don't bother you, girl. I don't care two shits about you. You want to have people up there to threaten because you don't have the balls to do it? Then you take the downfall for it. And Tiffany, I don't know who the fuck you are, and I don't give two shits. And don't say you know these people. You don't know these freaking people. You don't even know if it's their real freaking names that you're talking to on Twitter, you idiot. You're as big as a twit as they are. But girl, you don't know me. Don't come. I'm telling you, don't come. I'm not the one. Mind your business. Stay in your own fucking lane. It's not your kids being threatened and talked about. And if I want to say what name is in my chat, put in those comments, that's my chat. I'm allowed to do that. I never said it was him. I said that was the name in my chat. But you can bet I'm more determined than ever to find out who's doing it and who's behind it. And when I do, you'll see what happens. You'll see. See, I don't need YouTube to do it. I'll take it right to the authorities. Bet on that, baby. And take your threats and shove them up your ass. Okay, rant over. Oh, I was sent a very interesting clip. This Megan's trying to get acknowledged. She's trying to get noticed. She's trying to get attention. Oh, girlfriend, you're going to get attention, all right, but it's not what you want. And trust me, channels like you don't last. You did a channel so you could sit up there and try to bash people. Girlfriend, look in the mirror before you start bashing anybody. Because I know your history, Megan. I know your history. Don't make me bring it up. Don't make me dig. I'm just telling you. It is what it is. And Leave Nat alone. And Nat, if you're really involved with these people like they're claiming and you're BFFs with this freaking trash bags, girl, unplug. Get back away from the internet. I'm just over it. I'm over it. You want to review me? Do that. Leave my kids out of it and grow the hell up because you sit behind a keyboard. You're a keyboard bully. If you were in my face, you would cower just like the coward you truly are. Okay. Now the rant's officially over. Okay. And like I said, mods, block away. Block away. I'm done. You can't keep an open chat on YouTube because you got idiots like that don't have nothing else to do than bounce around from chat to chat and threaten children and say disgusting things. They're actually sad, lonely people. Sir Duke, absolutely not. You are not knocking everything off this table. We're going to go to war today, Cat. And I know I'm not going to win, right? No, you are not knocking everything off the table. Stop. Stop, stop, stop. Here, lay on your blankie. Looky, mommy gave you a blankie. Looky, here's a bed. Here, lay on your bed. Come on. Oh, this cat. I woke up the monster. I woke up the monster. Now he's going to knock everything off the table. And he doesn't do it by accident. He doesn't do it with his tail or nothing. He does it with his paws. He knocks it off the table. Attack anyone but you? Oh, but Cash, that wouldn't be no fun. Yeah, Feisty, they've had a lot to say about you. And honey, don't believe what you hear. I don't involve myself with these people. I only know of these people because of uni. And I found these people when I was digging to do that deep dive on LB. And that's when all the without a crystal ball and all that stuff came into it with the Nat and all that other stuff. Um, trust and believe it's nothing they haven't done before. Okay, they think that doing satire with nasty things with children's funny. Hey, Blondwin. Megan's gonna piss around and lose her channel before she even gets started. That's what she's gonna piss around and do. Cause see, I'm not gonna play. I'm not one to take anyone down. You know that. I don't. These drama idiots are good for business, but I will not put up with this crap anymore. I don't know how Nonsense did it for so long with all this shit they threw her way. But this shit with threatening kids and stuff and then going and doing panels to threaten people, nope, those days are over, baby. Those days are over. It's freaking YouTube. It's not that big of a deal. Fucking shut it off and go on with your life, just like you should. And if you can't, then you seek help. Seriously, seek help. But these people just aren't addicted to YouTube. They don't ever leave Twitter either. And they have a million different accounts. It's insane. And then they'll turn around and accuse everybody else of doing exactly what they're doing to try to, as your Tata would say, that tube top travesty, set everybody up. They're just bad at it. Hey, Revival. Oh, Feisty, I have nothing against you. I'm just saying they're saying shit. That's all. Just be careful. That's all. I totally agree with kids and families are off limits. And come on, you want to wish death on somebody's dog? Are you kidding me? That's what you can come up with. That's what? Are you that jealous of somebody? Apparently. Mm. Oh, by the way, no, you didn't, honey. Trust and believe you didn't. Oh, I don't know if it was him or not. I never said it was him. I read the name who left the comments in my chat and on my Twitter. There's more you don't know about Feisty. And no, it wasn't Alice. There's just more you don't know about. You may not have spoke to the real one. I don't know. I don't care to speak to him. I don't follow that dude. I don't follow none of them. I've wanted no parts of them. Never could care less. Not my cup of tea. But I'll tell you what, he should want to know who's going around in chats using his name and avatar to put these gross, disgusting comments in chats about people's children and on Twitter. You'd think he'd want to know. You'd think they'd want to know. Don't you think it's, and I'm not one that believes in coincidence, maybe convenience, that they were simultaneously going on in the same chats? Give me a break. Give me a fucking break. I know someone was using my shit and put those kind of disgusting comments in chats. I'd be tearing it up trying to find out who's doing it. And believe me, you can, because nobody's that good. Nobody's that careful. That's all right. I just have my phone wiped. Well, I call it wiped. You know how they go in and take all your, you know, because, yeah, anyway. It will be. Hey, Jessica. Wow, I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Yes, fur babies are off limits. To me, that's as bad as your children. I'm sorry, but my fur babies are my babies, you know? You wish death on somebody's pet. What the hell's wrong with you? The dog just had cancer. And they're idiots. They're idiots. I mean, if you can have a disagreement, an argument with someone without having to threaten, without having to go after their family, their pets, which I consider my family. Um, and a lot of people do. You can have a disagreement. You can even have an argument. You don't got to threaten nobody. You don't got to go after their children. You don't got to go after their dog who just had their paw cut off because of cancer cut open and wishing the dog dies. Are you kidding me? And thank you, Feisty. I appreciate that. They said it was, yeah, I seen that. They're saying that it's Katie's fault. Yeah, I seen that. I've seen a couple of the caterers say that. I don't even understand how they could even come to that conclusion. There has been issues there. Watch the show, you idiots. Actually watch the show. There has been issues for quite a while with the Brown son. There has been. They sweep everything under the rug. They don't face anything. Cody would never accept, that any of his offspring would have mental health issues because, it just doesn't fall along with his cultish beliefs. But yeah, I never thought it was. I never thought it was. They keep insisting that they're feisty. They keep insisting that they're BFFs with her. And I've been sent copies of emails. Well, not copies, forwarded emails where they have been legally asked to leave her alone. And they still won't. They still won't. I don't get it. I don't understand it. If someone doesn't want bothered by, we all have that right. I mean, it's harassment. When it becomes harassment, you need to unplug because you got serious issues. Because, sorry, none of you are worth it to me. I got enough going on. And when I shut YouTube off, YouTube's off. It doesn't affect my real life. I won't let it. Sorry. I don't have time for it. I've got a big ass cat sitting here knocking everything off the table because he's having a temper tantrum because I won't pet him right now. Yeah, they use shark lover a lot. And I know one person that I caught using that. And y'all know who I'm talking about. But we'll leave it at that. He keeps threatening your dog. No. Oh. See, there's no reason to do. You got an issue with your neighbor's dog. Be an adult and go talk to your neighbor. See, I don't. I'm thankful I have good neighbors. I really do. You would not even believe what my neighbor next door did. They were They're out of town this week. So Friday or no Sunday. I don't know. One of those days. It was one of the weekend days. It was all cloudy to me. I was just out of it this weekend. I can't even believe I did a live Sunday. Y'all should have told me to shut my live off. I was not in the right space to be doing a live. But I just couldn't sit there no more. But they have a couple cars. They're older. They're in their 70s and 80s. But they travel a lot. They go. I wish I had half her energy. She's 83 and she gets around better than I do. She looks amazing too. She looks amazing. But they brought their keys over to their other car because they just keep it in the garage when they're with the other, they just keep their cars in the garage when they're away. And we always watch their house. Um, but they refused to take the keys. They said, "Take that damn rental car back. You don't need to be paying for that no more. Use this car until you get your truck back." And they left. They wouldn't take the keys back. They actually, I didn't even, they left so that I couldn't give them their key back. Yeah, the police can't do anything. Yeah, they won't. They won't until you end up with, you ever watch that show on Oxygen or no, Discovery, whatever channel 85 is. It's a Discovery channel. Um, Neighbor travesties. Your neighbors are down around the corner. Neighbors got into it over one. See, we have code here. We have code inspectors, and they will actually get out their damn trucks and measure your grass to make sure it's not above the height where it's supposed to be before you get a warning and then a ticket. So I'm surprised this neighbor was able to get away with what he was doing in the first place. I mean, it's down the street, around the bend. It's good ways down the road. Hey, fireflies, wash my hands. Oh, Cash, if you'd see the skin on my hands, I obsess. Oh, trust me. Anyway, um, the neighbor had been working on, I'm not sure if it was his four wheelers that he had tore apart everywhere or an actual vehicle, which you're not even allowed to have a disabled vehicle in your own driveway. You're not allowed to have a boat or a camper in your driveway longer than 72 hours, or it's $500 a day that it sits there. And you will have to go to a hearing and fight it, and you're still going to end up paying money. Which is insane because it's your fucking driveway. You pay for it. You pay the taxes. If it's not a dilapidated piece of shit, what's the big deal? But oh no. When we moved up here, I had my son's vehicle, which was a really nice Jeep Cherokee, but everything was in his name. So, with him passing away, it was, it took time to get all that straight and for me to be in the right mind to even deal with it all so that we could even do anything with the vehicle. I actually had to go to a hearing and fight them over that Jeep. They were going to fine me $500 a day. It was over $5,000. And they still were trying to make me pay something, even though they knew there was nothing I could do about it. I couldn't sell it. I couldn't drive it. I couldn't do anything because it wasn't, it was, and it was a really nice Jeep Cherokee too. It wasn't even a piece of shit. Had I known, all I had to do was get a car cover and put on it because they're not allowed to lift up the covers and see anything. Just like they're not allowed to come in your backyard and take pictures, but they can take pictures from the dikes in the back. Um, I would have just did that, but yeah, it was a whole freaking mess. So apparently, this dude is in good with one of the code inspectors, code officers, and he was giving him grace because of whatever he was working on. Well, the other neighbor got so pissed off saying it was too loud. They were playing the music too loud. They were just too loud carrying on out there, and nobody would help him. So he come out, pulled a damn knife on the dude. I'm like, yeah, you're gonna be on that what the heck is the name of that show? Something that neighbors on Discovery. Yeah. I said, you're gonna be the next freaking episode. It's not that big a deal. I mean, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Why does he have to turn it down at 3 o'clock in the afternoon? It's not like you're working, that you need that. You know what I mean? To me, it was just crazy. But we had our popcorn. We were ready because it's. I have such a quiet neighborhood. Nothing ever goes on here. I mean, it's just very quiet, and just hear a bunch of kids. You know, So it was like everybody, all the neighbors were like, "All right, who's got what flavor of popcorn? Let's go." It's crazy how people act. I learned a long time ago. Hey, language of horses. There are some things just not worth the aggravation. You just sometimes I let too much slide. I admit, sometimes I let too much slide. Hey, JJ. Yeah, I'm lucky. I have good neighbors. A lot of neighbors just they're not involved in their neighborhood. They're so busy in life that they couldn't tell you who their neighbors are. And, and they've had the same neighbors for years. Now, I can't tell you everybody, but the ones right here, I can. People just get upset. Oh, nonsense. I got a list. You know what? You could really do me a favor. Now that I'm really thinking about it, tacos would be such an easy dinner, and my kids love them. Could you pick up the stuff and send it airmail somehow? You're only a couple thousand miles away. Yeah, I have a lot of sheriff deputies and stuff that are my neighbors, so I'm lucky there too. People tend not to want to mess with houses close to where the police live. Oh yeah, we have a couple of those feisty. Oh yeah, they can tell you the deets on this is a very long street. It's long and it wraps the whole way around. And here everything is done alphabetically. Everything there's a S section, there's a U section, there's a T section, there's a C section. You get my meaning? Everything is and they all wrap around. She can tell you everybody's business in every house. Even the side streets she can tell you about. Oh, you know what, Cash? Think about tequila. Isn't that a cool name for a pet, for a doggy or a kitty? But I'm gonna make some. I haven't made them in years. I'm gonna make some tequila Jello squares. I even bought me a little bit. I never buy booze. I bought me some, just a little bottle because I only need a little bit. I'm trying to get a hold of the moonshiner so I can get some moonshine to make my cherries. You don't even got to drink; just eat the damn cherries. You don't have to drink nothing. You'll be buzzed. You'll be buzzed. Mm. Got to use moonshine, 3 shots of grain, pure grain. which I think rain only is pure, and 7 Up or Sprite, whatever you like, and you put your cherries in it. Got to be fresh cherries though. Put your cherries in it, let them marinate, let it soak it up. They will kick your butt, but they are so good. Oh yeah, I look out for my neighbors. They travel, like I said, they travel a lot. And I always watch their house, and when they're home, I always, because she doesn't eat sweets and stuff because she's diabetic. So, but he has a sweet tooth, so I always make sure when I'm baking that I give him some, and then I'll make her some diabetic friendly goodies, if that's what you want to call them. But I just thought that was so sweet of them to bring their keys over to their nice new car with a sunroof, mind you, and just here, it's yours. We don't need it. Blew my mind. Oh, I know. Come get your food. My neighbors will be like, yeah, she's another. Well, we got another drunk on the street. I used to walk around the park at 3 a.m. Oh, you're a night owl like me, Cash, huh? That'd be something I'd do. Back in the 20s, they were called Killer and Wolf in Park. Taryn, Zoe, and House were not wandering park at the time, shouting their real name. That'd be something I would do. 2 months. Yeah, hey, I probably had the little shots of Fireball. You get them little bottles that are like a shot or two in my freezer because alcohol don't freeze. So for months I keep forgetting that they're on the door. I keep saying I'm going to drink them, but I just never get there to do it. But I'm going to do it one of these days. I'm really going to do it. Yeah, when I worked, yeah, that was really hard for me. I went from working overnights to working second shift, which was 4 to 12 or 3 to 11, and I couldn't unwind. It took me hours to unwind. So I would be out late at night walking the critters because I couldn't sleep. And then I went to daylight because my son was finally old enough. He was in high school. He was old enough where one of us didn't always have to be there babysitting him when he was a senior in high school. And I wanted it was his last year in high school. I wanted my evenings and nights free so I could go watch his last year in football and hockey because I knew he was getting a scholarship, and I wanted to Fire Mandy. Hey, that's a cool name, Fire Mandy. Hey, rapper, you actually get to tell Ozzy to be quiet. Oh, let me not click this lighter. I don't want to. I'm going to put the lighter away so I don't sit here and click it because this 60 proud bitch, you know, it irritates someone if I. Did y'all see that Beta got a report from Facebook? She could be in trouble about a post. Copyright. It was funny. Oh, did you see that in the Soto case, the boyfriend has been charged, but not with the murmur as of yet. 60 charges. And Betty, you need to open your ears because you're telling everybody for 8 years they've been together, and for 8 years he's been doing things. No, no, you're wrong because you didn't bother to vet, of course. You just run your mouth, but we'll get to that when we get to you. Anyway, I know they're just nailing their case shut on him, but darn, I wish they'd hurry up and charge him. Well, wait a minute though. Revival, what? Now, she was preaching this morning that she could only do a 30-minute live. And the only reason I caught it, because I don't even bother checking her anymore. And that's why I'm missing so much, is because I've been up since quarter till 4. And there was absolutely, I was bored as shit. So I seen that she was on, but yeah, that was her whole excuse. She had meetings all day today. She was going to be busy till later this afternoon, but she just wanted to let everybody know that she's busy and can't do a live, but she's live, but she's going to come back and do one later today because she's just so busy. Was there county commissioners, board of county commissioners today? Wasn't there? Oh, let me find out. I'll bet you there was. And to Betty, nothing trumps that. Nothing trumps that. Okay. Gosh, now I got a brain fart and I can't remember what county she lives in. She's not that far from me. Oh, jeez. It's not Pasco. It's mm, it's not Orange. It's not Osceola. God, now I got a brain fog and I can't even um I can't Manatee. There we go. Thank you, Revival. I can't believe I can't remember that. Do you ever go watch them? We go up to Blue Springs and watch them big cow. Oh my God, they are so adorable. I just want to get in the water and just rub them, pet them all, rub them down. Oh, it makes me so sad when there's not enough food and they find one hurt. Oh, that breaks my heart. I know. Oh, that's exactly why. Guess where Betty was instead of one of the most important dates. Mama Squirrel, you are not getting another peanut. You're getting to be a porker. Treadmill time. Go play on the trampoline. Anyway, you know that her political activism is trumps anything, even though she's not really an activist. She thinks she is, but I got to find out. I'm gonna while I'm talking to you, I'm gonna look at it and see how many times she came up because I'm sure she's still bitching about them red light cameras. You know, what the hell does it matter if they put one or two red light cameras up by the schools if it prevents one child from being hit by a car? Because believe it or not, Bets, people will actually slow down if they know there's a red light camera there. If it protects one child, it's worth it. Not to Bets. Sue you? Oh, Cash. No, I'm getting sued next. According to my chat the other day, I'm getting a cease and desist and I'm getting sued when I've done nothing to get a cease and desist about. And good luck suing me. Because, see, I will fight. Pays to have lawyers in the fam. It really does. It pays to have lawyers handy. That you know. Mm-hmm. So please do. Because you have nothing to sue me for. You're not worth my time. And these idiots creating channels just so they can go up there and harass, threaten, and bash is ridiculous. Those channels won't last. They'll take themselves down. Nobody will have to. Especially since YouTube seems to be trying to crack down a little bit. They need to crack down on Dollyvision. I'm sorry, but that was screwed up. But wow, there's more people at this meeting than I've seen in these meetings in a long time. I wish they'd show their faces when she goes up to the podium because I've only seen that once. Oh, they're in recess. Okay, I know she's got to be. There's no way she went to a meeting and didn't go up. There is no possible way. Not the bullhorn. Mm-mm. No. She's going to bitch about shit that's already passed and being done. Um, Maybe I'm going through it too fast and I just missed her because there's just no way she's going to go to a meeting and not go up. But I've never seen this many people in one of these meetings and this many people go up. Impressive. Must be something big on the calendar. I was gonna say there for a minute. I thought it was her because I seen a big pink scarf. But yeah, why do you need a big pink scarf? It's freaking 70 something degrees down here. But okay, do you? Now I don't even see her. I might be going through it too fast. I just can't believe she wouldn't be up. I gotta be missing it because there's no way she went to a meeting. Oh, is that her? And didn't go up. Either that or she's trying to hide that she was at the meeting instead of in court. You know what she's gonna say? She's gonna say, I didn't know I was supposed to be there. Could be paparazzi trying to get a view. After that guy that usually, oh, she does go up? Yeah, I just went through it too fast. Oh my gosh. Usually she does 2, 3 trips too, but there was a lot of people going up this time. I'm all for it, man. You should care where you live and you should want to do things. But Jesus, come on. She's worried. It's never about the community. It's about her, her, her. Me. I. Pay for my roof. Forget about a toilet. Forget about a red light camera. I need a roof. I wonder if I'd have went to my county commissioners meeting if they give me new bathrooms and a new kitchen. You think? I ought to try it. Hey, most they could do is think I'm freaking nuts. Lock, lock me up, throw away the key. Wow, there is a lot of people in this meeting going up. There's got to be something big, and I'm still missing where she's at. Wow. I'll find it. Maybe I'll just play it and just review it on here. You have a timestamp? Hey, Gina Marie. Hey, Wise Angel. Um, he's literally just asked me to find you so you. Oh, I don't know who you're talking about. I'm looking for. Oh, Bets. There were some other things I wanted to review that she has to say. And I'm gonna tell you what, if that woman don't quit calling. I know I didn't put nothing on screen yet. I'm trying to find it. Because I forgot there was a thing today. I didn't think she'd go. I honestly thought she'd show up at her Zoom conference for the frivolous lawsuit. I didn't think she'd truly blow off that. I am very familiar with government workings. Betty is nothing. You get her, Cash. I mean, I'm surprised she doesn't want the code inspectors and the code board done away with. But that's what prevents us from having a Sanford and Son living next door. You know what I mean? Um, code can be really harsh. And some of their shit don't make a bit of damn sense. Don't make a bit of damn sense. But code hasn't been updated since the '90s, and most of the code board is no offense because I'm an older person, but in their 80s. How about put some young blood on there? Even I know there needs to be young blood. Things change. Times change. You've also got to change with the times. Yeah, she had to be there. This just okay. Let me go to his Twitter. Um, you you gotta prioritize, and I'm sorry, but I think the lawsuit should have trumped this. Just My opinion. But damn sure would have for me. Usually Blank DMs me when he's got something. Let me see. All right. Oh, I got it. Let me send it. Uh, oh, maybe I can just share screen. Uh, oh no, that's 4 days ago. Okay, that's the wrong one. Because this just happened today. Yep, here it is. Alrighty. Oh yeah, she's got that same damn shirt on. Are you kidding me? She's got that same shirt on from the other day. Oh, I blew it up and I can't now go. All right, let me share screen. We'll hear what she has to say and then we'll move on. Because, the team rose and paper cut. Man, it's so fits that thumbnail. I thought about putting pictures on it, but I was like, nah, I don't need to put nobody's faces on it. Let's give people a break. Bad enough you got to listen to them. This Betty chose to do today instead of her Zoom hearing or Zoom conference for a very important, very important. Oh, and there's updates on the Karen Reed case. I got to update you guys on that too. I'm stuck in that rabbit hole. Oh my gosh. I have so much stuff on the Karen Reed case. It's Twitter is I follow Grant and Yellow Cottage and Turtle Boy Exposed. Um Other than that, I'm not that active on Twitter. As far as like just like I share my half the time I forget to share my damn lives. But I'll comment back and forth like but I don't like get into like the Twitter brawls and the beefs and shit like that. Get the hell out of here. Grow up. Okay, this is what Betty chose to do today instead of doing her case management conference today, which she would have been nailed and she would have had to have done, you know, secured a date for her deposition. Um, she's still not uh, abiding by the court's orders at all. She won't commit to a date for anything. All she does is get snarky with the attorney, threaten to sanction him, and just a bunch of it. I don't know how much. I don't. The court really needs to step in and say enough is enough. Enough. I don't get it. But anyway, let's listen to what Bets has got to say. She got that same outfit on. Damn, Betty, you just did a live in that outfit. Yet, not yesterday. It was either yesterday or the day before. Just saying.
Rules.
Manatee County, I'm Andrew Griffin, Manatee County activist, advocate, whatever you'd like to call. So I'm going to kind of dovetail on a little bit of what they said, but mine's more in line with the fact that we're not bringing or doing anything to encourage residents to get involved with our community. We're making it uncomfortable here in the dais by making sure we can't, even though we're here for hours on end, we can't bring drinks in here. We're not able to utilize phones.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me? She's still pissed off over a water bottle. She bitched about this the last 3 meetings. So people aren't going to the meetings, yet there's more people in this meeting than I've seen in any of the previous ones. More coming up to the podium than I've seen in other previous ones. They don't seem to be bothered about water bottles. Just Betty. Betty, that's not what you go. This is why you're not taken seriously, Betty.
Phones to call in when we're unable
Hey,
to make
Johnson.
it, to have our voices heard. A lot of you guys ran on our voice, ran
And
on
we are going to get to Pedro Catina and Team Rose as soon as this is only a couple minutes.
on First Amendment, ran on us being proactive in our communities and in our county meetings and things of that nature. But everything that's being put in place since I haven't been here for a while and starting to come
Huh?
back.
You're there. What do you mean you haven't been there for a while? Yes, you have been. You're always there. You blew cord off for this. Are you kidding?
A lot of the stuff that we work to put in place are all removed from this, making it more uncomfortable for residents to come here and speak up, making it more uncomfortable for them to stay for a duration, making it uncomfortable when they can't stay here for the duration, they can't even call in. So I'm really having some frustration over that. This is something I brought up to this board many times. Some of you guys are on board with the call,
Every
some of you
month.
guys are not. But this is starting to get a little ridiculous in my opinion. So I think this would be a strategy I would use to make people uncomfortable from coming to meetings. So that's what I'm.
No, Betty. Maybe they're tired of having to clean up after adults. Did you ever think of that? You know, you're really going to cry over a water bottle? There's a lot of people there coming up to this podium. They don't seem to be bothered at all. But maybe you learn to clean up after yourself, throw your damn garbage away, not just leave it lay, not be spilling shit, act like adults. Maybe there wouldn't be an issue. Just saying.
Looking at it as.
So, Duke, leave that lizard
the
alone.
Buses. And I just say, I'm really happy with the buses, them being free. I've had a situation that occurred. Thank you, Glenn, for bringing me here. But I had to look at a bus schedule, okay? Because my car is in the shop, and I was going to be here, rain or shine, one way or another.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You couldn't be at a Zoom conference, mandatory conference, mind you, for your frivolous locale suit. But you got buses? We don't have buses. Really? Manatee got bus? We have there's a county bus for like doctor's appointments and stuff, but it takes months to get an appointment to get on the list. We don't have like a regular transit because we're too spread out, even though we're not a tiny town. We should, because there's towns not even half our size that have buses, but of course we don't. So you took a bus. Damn, you serious?
Meeting. And so I decided, well, you know what? We have free buses. Why not utilize them? But I've never used a bus before. So I have no idea where the routes are. I have no idea where to pick up. So I went to Manatee County website. I went to the area for the transit. I even downloaded that little download thing. I couldn't figure out what bus I needed to get on, where it was going to go, or how to even get to this meeting. So that's me not, and I tried to read as much as I could. So I think somebody needs to look at that again, because people that have never utilized this stuff, it's very difficult to utilize. I will tell you, after an hour and a half, I did realize I needed to be on bus 8 and transferred.
Betty, it's not difficult to read a bus schedule. Manatee is where you live is not that big. It's not that spread out. It's not that difficult. So now you're bitching about that. First it was the water bottles. Okay.
Bus 99, just to let you know. Okay, have a great day.
Why didn't you do what I did? Rent a damn car. What choice do you have? Here in Florida, don't rely on nothing but getting a car, or you'll be stuck.
Thank you, ma'am. If we could not clap and stuff like that, this isn't a sporting event. We'd appreciate it.
That one lady that is always around Betty.
Good morning.
Clapped. Okay. I guess she only went up once. There was a lot of people there. Okay. Wow. That's what you go to a county commit. That's a political activist right there, peeps. That is a political activist. She is bitching because she can't have a water bottle in there, and because she had to take a bus because she's too cheap to get a rental car. Believe me, I didn't want to pay for a rental car either, but I didn't have a choice. Hubby got to go to work. Yeah, it was that lady that's always with her, that older lady. Yeah, I hope. Yeah. It's difficult if you didn't graduate high school. Okay, I'm back to the bushes, Kay. Hey, it's me, Amberly. Okay, so, God, there's so much to talk about. I don't know. I didn't expect that indictment with 60 charges, but it still bums me out that he hasn't been charged with the murmur yet. But they've got a plan, I'm sure. But then the Karen Reed stuff, Okay. Oh, why did I close out Twitter? What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. Um, there's so much drama in the Karen Reed case because of Turtle Boy. It's on. Oh wait, no. I sent it to me, didn't I? I think I sent it to me. I don't have to do it this way. I think for once I did it right. Oh, the press conference after today's hearing for accused murmurer Karen Reed. Karen had no comment, and she was furious that I asked her why she cheated on John with a federal agent. Grant, you would, wouldn't you? Okay. Trial will be full days Monday, Wednesday, Friday, half days, mornings, Tuesday, and Thursday. We'll see you on the 20th. Oh, I cannot wait for this trial. I I know this case is probably like the back of my hand. Let me get. That'll be one trial I will actually sit and watch because I've been so invested in it. And I'm going to be doing that update with the Uni JLR lawsuit here. I'm hoping to do it this weekend. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, why is my phone ringing? I turned it off. I don't even know who this number is. Hold on, guys. I gotta check it because I don't know it. I shouldn't have wasted my time. I should have known better. Anyway, okay. We'll do this real quick because this is quick. And then we'll get. I don't like doing it. But this case is nothing but drama. I don't like mixing the two. But this case is nothing but drama because of Turtle Boy. This is, 20% battery remaining. Okay, well, that's not an issue. I'll just plug the bitch in. But I really want to get into the Team Rose stuff. Because, at least it's a laugh. At least we can laugh. This is Grant Ellis. He's a reporter. He's been covering this since day one in the courtroom, on Twitter, on YouTube, everywhere. He's been doing a good job. It says the Commonwealth confirms federal evidence presented to both parties in the matter of John O'Keefe's death and now in the possession of the judge in Reed's murmur trial show no evidence of a third party culprit or any dog DNA. In your face, Turtle Boy. In your face. The state also accuses Reed and her attorneys of breaking federal law to leak out of context information to formerly jailed blogger Aiden Turtle Boy Kearney, who is expected to return to jail on Thursday. So he's going back to jail for violating his protective order. And then he turned around and went and filed for one against her. Come on. He's another one using the court. He's not afraid of that woman. Shut up. Okay, I want to go to that where he says, read more here about him going to jail. He's going back to jail. In a shocking 291-page filing, the Commonwealth moved on Friday to have accused murmurer and her attorneys subject to a court apology as to if those lawyers illegally leaked information to Turtle Boy and then cited to their own leaks. Oops, ouch. Youch. He's going back to jail, apparently. Anyway, Reed did so for the purpose of distracting from the overwhelming evidence that an escalating domestic dispute, says prosecutors, that tensions began a few weeks before John O'Keefe's death as a result of Karen cheating with John with a federal agent in John's own home after the Pats got blown out up in Buffalo on 1/5/2022. See image 2. The relationship became further strained, says the evidence presented by the state, due to Reed's concerning treatment of John's two adopted, double orphaned children. Just 3 days before John's death, Reed was kicked out of John's house but refused to go. In turn, Reed, while DUIing after a night at a bar, is alleged to have struck John with her car and left him to die, paralyzed in the snow. Then, says the state, Reed returned to the scene of the murder some hours later, then went to gather witnesses, only to return again to the scene and pretend to discover John's body. See, I've been telling everybody. Oh, thank you, Mandy. We're going to get into that, Team Rose, and nice to meet you too. And thing, I'm just going to read this. I'm not going to discuss it. Real deep. I have been telling everybody that the state has so much more than anybody knows, and the people are going to be surprised. And that's true. She did. She went to, and that makes sense because they said it was because he basically froze to death. He could have been so injured that he couldn't move or do anything. But she not only went back once, she went back twice. She went back and then went back again after she, there's just so much more. I cannot wait for the state's evidence, all of it. And she pretended to discover John's body. As a result, says the state, there is ample evidence to convict Reed for second-degree murder on a theory of malice. This prong of second-degree murder does not require intent to kill John or even seriously harm him, but instead only that Reed acted, backing up her car while DUIing with reckless disregard that it could cause such a result. This is a new or should have known standard based on a reasonable person rule. Furthermore, over the 2 years leading up to trial, Reed is alleged to have used Turtle Boy as a proxy to smear witnesses and John's family. And that's true. Them people even booed John's family going in and out of the courtroom. I couldn't even believe that. I really couldn't. This man was murdered. He's no longer with us. And they're booing his family? Yikes. In an effort to poison the jury pool. This in turn led to a litany of felony charges against Turtle Boy, an active state grand jury looking into Reed herself for conspiracy and witness intimidation. And then there's, you can read more. Wow. All right, let's see what else he has to say about it. There are no allegations that the defendant or the defendant's counsel engaged in any witness intimidation or harassment. That is not true. Last week's search warrant confirmed as much. Ouch. The Karen Reed term has sacrificed Turtle Boy. That's a whole mess. But I'm really going to get into that. I just wanted to see what the update was. I'm putting together, because there's just so much on Twitter about all this. I'm trying to put it all together to make it make sense for everybody. But maybe I shouldn't have read that. I don't know. I just wanted to see what it was. So Turtle Boy's possibly going back to jail on Thursday. Hmm. Well, oh, that's right. Um, guys, Amethyst, great news. The governor is looking having her monsters granting a parole totally relooked at. So we need to keep up those emails. Need to keep up them letters, them Twitter retweets, phone calls, whatever you can do. Keep him, keep it on his mind, so that they reevaluate it and say, "Oh wait, no, he shouldn't be released because that monster should never ever get out ever." But it's great news. It's great news. It's a start. It's not over, but it's a start. It's fantastic that he actually listened. Okay, who should we start with? Should we start with Team Rose or should we? It is great news. Oh, anytime. Amethyst is an awesome, awesome woman, just a human being. And I'll tell you what, you couldn't have a better advocate in your corner. And I see that as her future. I really do. I see her becoming a very big advocate, very well known. She's a strong woman. Strong woman. It's amazing. This Rose is a whole different kind of character. Did you guys hear all the stuff about Paper Cut? Turtle Boy would go to jail for perjury, tampering with evidence of inserting himself in a murder case. Well, deservingly so. Oh, nonsense. Awesome. Anytime. I'd do anything. Amethyst is amazing. And she deserves to have peace in her life. They think letting these people out on parole, oh, they did some time. They're okay. They're rehabilitated. Yeah. My monster was only out of jail for a week, not even, for the same exact crime. Yeah. He sure was ready to be released, wasn't he? There are some people you cannot rehabilitate. I truly believe that. Dragging the copycat narcissist roast and get a wrench. Huh? Where does she come up with these titles? I need to start using some of her titles. Recordings, showings, proving. Oh, she's going to paper cut. I mean, these two have had a nonstop. It's just live after live. Rose does sometimes a couple a day, sometimes 3, 4 a day. Um, Response to paper cut Tina's BS on Savage Lives and magical boobs. Huh? Okay, I got to check that one out first. Even though there's other ones I want to get to, I've got to check this one out first. Magical boobs. What the heck is magical boobs? Unbelievable. But I found out some things about paper cut that blew my mind. Blew my mind. Driving a getaway car. Oh, I mean, it gets deep. I'm like, yeah, and everybody thinks she's so naive and so innocent. No. Mm-mm. Oh, maybe I should play you all so you understand why I was. Maybe I will. I should play you that. It's a 30-second clip telling me that I'm going to be in trouble. All right. Let me play you that real quick, and then we'll get to them. Then you'll know why I was ranting when I came on, and I'm gonna rant again because I'm sick of these fucking idiots. And this, they're trying their damnedest to get this woman. Um, oh, the thing from Facebook on Two Top Travesties was last warning. Your page is at risk of permanent deletion. We have received a report from a business that your page has violated image copyright. For a detailed report, see here. After 24 hours of not receiving a response, we will temporarily lock this page. Some people just never learn. Some people, okay, let me find it. I know I have it. A couple different people sent it to me. I'm not going to give her the view and go watch her. She's not. Mm-mm. Nope, not doing it. Oh, here it is. Okay. That was easy. And they have no problem with doxing people either. I've noticed. Shit, how can I share that without showing everything? Huh. It should let me. Okay. All right. Wait a minute. Oh, I know how I can do it. All right. No, it's not gonna let me. I'm gonna have to. I don't want to show my. I don't want to show my Twitter. Why won't it let me? All right. I don't know who this Tiffany is. Um, I'll just play it because their faces aren't showing. I'll just play it for y'all, and because their faces aren't showing anyway. I don't know who these people are that this Megs has on screen with her. Don't care, don't know her, don't care, don't want to know her. But she sure had something to say to me. But we'll start it over here, and I'll just play it because I can't. Their faces don't show anyway. They got outraged. Got it. Guess what, bitch? I'm saying it. Bring it on. I'm saying it. Bring it on. Wasn't your kids that were threatened? And you don't know that man. Because if you did, you wouldn't have made that statement if you'd have watched some of the things done on Twitter. I never said it was him, but I believe it's coming from that group. And I'm allowed to believe that it was done in my chat against my kids. I didn't start nothing. You're not a creator. You're not in this. This is none of your business, Tiffany. Take a walk. Because trust me, honey, I'm not the one. They came into my chat saying that stuff. Girl, check yourself before I check you. And I'm not playing. I told you, I don't play when it comes to my family. Okay. That's the clip I was telling you all about. For Megan's channel, that's part of it? Yeah. Bring it, bitch. What are you going to do? I have no idea who she is, nonsense. Don't know these idiots that she has on her little panel. Don't care. I've never seen the woman. Never heard of her before. No, I honestly don't care who she is. All I know is she needs to shut the hell up, mind her own business, stay in her own lane. You didn't hear that? All right. I'm going to play it from. I know where I can play it from. Wait a minute. I thought you guys heard it. I'm sorry. I know where I can play it from. I don't want to bring it up on Twitter because it'll bring up the people in my DMs, and I don't want to do that, but I can do it on Messenger. I'm not going to go to her channel and give her a damn view. She can keep her little 60 views or 43 views. No one cares about her. Her channel's not going to last long. Doing shit like that, it's not. I have it. Wait a minute. Alrighty. And I'm going to tell you what. You don't know what you're talking about, Tiffany. You don't know these people. You think you do. You don't. And you need to leave Nat alone because, honey, the last person you want coming at you, trust and believe, is her. And quit telling people what to do because at the end of the day, you're not in this. Or are you? Or are you? Is that what you're worried about? Just wonder.
Valerie's information, you need to report her to the RCMP.
And
Enough of this bullshit and playing
Why are you doxing someone? If someone doesn't choose to use their legal name and they choose to use a different name, then that's their God-given right. What you don't have to do is sit on Meg's big mouth panel, run your big fat trap, and dox somebody.
games and acting all secretive. I know something. If you know something, do something. This is about
Right.
kids. Is enough
Right.
of this bullshit.
It's crossed
Now, yeah,
a major line.
a major line.
Listen to her fake outrage. Listen to Meg's fake. Hey, cross the major. Shut the fuck up.
And, you know, at the end of the day, I can say I've known Megan for over 3 years. I've seen Wolf on Twitter for a long time. And I can tell you nothing in the past and nothing in the present has ever led me to believe these two human beings would ever do that shit.
Do you have blinders on? Have you not paid attention? Because I don't even follow them and I've seen things. Shut up. You don't know what the hell you're talking about.
So, Kathy P., you started. You say one more time you think it's them, there's going to be trouble on you.
Okay.
You got it? Because they didn't
Got
do this. We lived through it doing 2 lives. The disgusting and shark lover, whatever. If you really are not, and you have Valerie.
Girl, shut the hell up. Shut the hell up and stay in your lane. It is my business. I didn't start shit. They came into my chat. My chat. You're not a creator. You're not on YouTube. Shut up and stay out of it. It don't concern your ass. Your fake outrage. You don't know these people. I'll do what the hell, and I'm talking, and I'm saying it. I believe that it is someone from that group. I've said it. I stand on it. I've never said a specific individual. I read the comments that were under his name. What he should be worried about is if it's not him, is finding out who is using his name and his avatar to go in chats and say disgusting things about people's children. That should be his primary concern. But it's not, is it? Hey, Mickey. You didn't hear that? You guys still didn't hear that? I shared screen. You should have heard it. I don't know who these people are. That's just it. I don't know these people. Yeah, of course it wasn't acknowledged. I sent you a link a few weeks ago via email. You must just find them all taking over the chat of another content creator. They can kiss girl, trust and believe. You don't know me. I'm not the one. Think I made it on this earth 61, almost 61 years with trash like you guys around? And not, watch and see. The trash can be taken out.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
This is apparently Savage, which I didn't get a chance to watch her live yet this morning. I'm sorry, but if somebody was going around using my avatar or my name and saying disgusting things like that, I'd be more worried about that, trying to find out who that is, than worried about going on Meg's panel or chat just to shit talk people, because that's all she does. She's already breaking terms of service, so she won't last long. Doxing's not allowed, you dumb shit, Megs. Hey, Cash Garden. Girl, I am not the one. Okay. Anyway, apparently, this Rose and Paper Katina thing has been back and forth. I swear, for every 3 lives Rose does, Paper Cut does 1. Then Rose does 3 more. These 2 women are too old to be doing this, but it's funny. Hey, it's funny. That community has destroyed themselves. Yes, they have. Thanks for coming in, Cash Garden. It's insane. These are adults. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. I take that back. But one thing I won't sit back and tolerate, you can say what you want about me, because at the end of the day, it's funny because they don't know me. They've never spoke one word to me. And I don't get on here attacking and harassing and threatening people. I don't dox people. I don't care about their real lives. I got my own real life. But don't come after my kids. I've warned them. I've warned them. And see, I'm a bitch. I won't stop till law enforcement does something. And see, I'll pull a bullhorn. I'll go outside that office and I'll let the world know what they're ignoring. Plus, I also have an ace in the hole. I have case management that'll want to know too. Anyway, I think that Team Rose and Paper Cut need to go sit down and talk to someone. They dragged out the protective auntie in me. Oh, Hope. Thank you, Cash Garden. And Betty. Oh, I so badly want to. I would rather do Betty than this, honestly, because she just really pissed me off with the stuff she was saying. And if she don't quit calling autism an illness, I'm gonna send her a book about autism. I don't think she'll read it, but I should send her one. And her misinformation in the case. I still can't believe she blew court off for a county commissioners meeting. Oh my God. She really thinks that nothing's going to happen to her. She really does. she really thinks that she's above it all and that she's not doing anything wrong. Yeah, that community is crazy. I mean, they're even blaming Katie Joy for. I mean, I have to be honest. I didn't watch Katie's content she did on, the Brown Sun. I didn't watch none of it. But regardless, it's not her fault. Like her or not, it's not her fault. Send her a kid's book explaining autism. Maybe pictures will help. Yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, how can you, if you're going to cover a case and the child involved is autistic, what's common sense tell you to do? Before you, Mama Squirrel, you are not getting another peanut. Get down. The squirrel listens better to me than my cat. It's not time for your to eat again. What time is it? Oh, yeah, it is. She's on time. It's 4:00. She wants round 2. Yeah. You want to, before you get on here talking about autism, at least Google it. I mean, I've done a thumbnail telling Betty to Google things before. Or if you don't want to do it, don't have the time, then just don't comment about it. You left the BHB comment on her live. Oh, was it deleted? I'll show you that real quick. Then we'll get into, because I'm not going to be able to concentrate on the Team Rose and Paper Cut Tina. I'm sidetracked to Betty because it just pisses me off what she's doing in these cases. And now she couldn't go. She did a live to tell you. Oh, she actually did another one. Now she couldn't go to court, but she could go to the county commissioners meeting and she could do a live. Breaking news: Madeline Soto, 60 new charges. Not breaking news, Betty. It's already been out. You're not breaking anything. I do not like when they do that. Dolly does it too. Breaking news. They wouldn't know breaking news if it smacked them in the freaking heads. But she gave a live to tell you she couldn't go live. My job before my mom died last year was a direct care worker. And I worked 40 hours from Friday to Sunday to take care of adults with all sorts. Oh, wow. Oh, sorry to hear about your mom. Yeah. So this is her live. I have to get this out because if not, back. Oh, more stuff. But I want to get this. She can't go to court. And she'll say, I didn't know I had to attend. Or it wasn't mandatory. I'm sure she'll have some excuses. But damn, you know that's important. She took a bus.
Amazing day. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, no.
I'm just getting some stuff up. We're not doing a normal live because I've got things to do today. So good morning, everyone. So we'll be back later this afternoon for a real live, but I figured
Let me see it.
Most of y'all are up. So I wanted to come live and say good morning and give you guys at least a rundown of what is to be coming up this afternoon. So we know, because I went live last night, that Richard Allen's hearing has been, you guys are going to just fall over because we don't hear the stuff. Okay.
Here's the comments to this live. I don't rarely ever do this, but I am because our one and only Revival tells her. And she got 11 likes on this comment, Betty, so that should tell you something. Please refrain from making statements about autism. You are not knowledgeable on this topic. Amen to that. Oh, here's one that says, okay, Bullhorn, had to shut you down. Politics, language, and I really want to hear about the children. Oh, the stepfather wasn't even around when Sebastian came up missing. Stop blaming the parents. I come for crime solving, not politics. Oh, she's not getting love in her comments. One of these replies. Oh, the person says, then leave. This one says, everyone has the right to have their opinion on politics. Just ignore that part and move on to the next. But honestly, you can't talk about Lincoln Riley's case without scrutinizing and or lambasting policies put in that's caused these deaths by illegal immigrants. And he defended the right of the offender. It doesn't make sense. Americans should come first in our country, honestly. Betty don't talk about that, but for 30 seconds. So I think we can either plug our ears or ignore that part until she moves on. I say all this with respect. Oh my God. Mm-mm. I can't. Trump 2020. Oh, I can't. No. Okay, I'm not reading no more of them. There's not that many that are in favor of her anyway, but yeah.
But
Oh,
he
you're
just
so loud,
decided
Betty.
he wants to invoke his right to a speedy trial and move the trial up 5 months. So
Let's speed you up.
literally the defense and the prosecution has like 10 days, or not 10 days, what am I saying? About 2 months, 60 days to get this file ready for trial. I think it's a trial strategy. I really do. It's I've never heard of any. I mean, I have heard of things like this, but it's still just a little bit.
Trial, is that your trial strategy, Betty? Not to show up for an important case management conference? Not to file your responses? Not to set dates for depositions and stuff? Was that your trial strategy? So when it gets dismissed and the judge sanctions you, you can go on here and cry and say, "Oh, that judge was bad. He was dirty, and he wouldn't hear me, and it's oh poor me, and look at what happened." Yeah, we got you, Betty. We know what you're gonna do.
Odd, to say the least. So I'm monitoring that really closely. I don't know. Like that case is interesting now that we removed
In the green top, I'm not sure.
like they got through the cult
Hey, Darby.
issue and all these other
Opinion?
issues. They still have his attorney like releasing what was it like photos of crime scene photos or something like that. They released into the public, which was really crazy. And again, I still think hearing all that stuff there was a strategy behind that as well. I don't know why I feel that way. I just feel that way.
I mean, you would think that it would be mandatory that she show up. Hey, Senorita, right? I mean, you would think. I've been told no. I wasn't there. Of course, none of us could be there. But I was told she didn't. That's what I was told. You'd think that would be kind of mandatory. I don't know.
Audrey Cunningham, if you guys remember, this is the
here
little
we
girl
go.
from Texas. I know you all do because we were out there. It was really sad to monitor that case because we knew we were.
You didn't monitor nothing. You did absolutely nothing. But sit there and whine and bitch and say, me, I, and be a crime tourist. You went around town taking pictures of the town. You were a crime tourist. You did not help in any way.
dealing with a horrific person. We kind of, before we even got our boots on the ground, we kind of knew what the situation was, and that it wasn't going to be ending very good. And we had a lot of reasons why. Well, since she was found in the Trinity River, and Stephen McDougal had been arrested, and of course Stephen was arrested prior to them finding her. However, there was a huge memorial on the Trinity River. There was memorials on both sides of that water. So like on the one side, which is where we believe he threw her off at, because there's a whole underpass, you can drive there. It's very secluded, where the other one's you got to park up top and kind of walk down. So, vehicle versus walking. I know he would have been using the vehicle. So I believe he was on the other side where we recorded. Well, either way, both sides started receiving an overwhelming support of, memorials under where she disappeared from. And I had spoke to some county
Betty, I reviewed the live. You could, never mind.
employees, and they were scheduled to remove the little bit of stuff that was there, but it was continuing to grow. More people were showing up even as we were there. I kept cautioning people to try to move it to like a city hall or something like that, because I knew they're going to have to remove it. And it's not really fair.
Who were you cautioning, Betty?
The community's reeling. That means the county employees are having to, they have they're human. So they have emotional issues to this young girl as well. They're looking at their own children and just trying to figure out how this happens. And for them to have to go in there and pull the memorial out is just heartbreaking for them, because I talked to one of them, and that was his biggest thing, is he doesn't want to be disrespectful to this little girl. He doesn't want to be disrespectful to the community, but it's his job. They can't have stuff there. And it kept growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. And it was beautiful. I mean, don't get me wrong. It was heartbreaking, because I knew the county employee didn't want to be tasked with being the one that had to pull all this stuff out, because to him it seemed, but he has a job to do. And I understood that. But now they're being respectful. And, they're saying public is invited to retrieve their Audrey Cunningham memorial. They need to clear the bridge. So the time has come that they need to start cleaning this stuff up. It goes against all of their policies. They're not allowed to have stuff attached to the bridge. There's actual statutes and stuff like that, because those things have to be maintained, and they cannot have structures or obstructions from them to being able.
And we all know how you'll get in those dumpsters and dig that stuff right back out, just like you did in Gabby Petito's case, huh, Betty?
To see the health and
but you had a problem when Quentin Simon's family took stuff down that was on their property. You had a problem with that, because you didn't actually put anything up for Aubrey. So that's, you're okay with that.
Of the the bridges and stuff like that, and people are saying, well, it's on the ground. I get it, but that's just the way things are written. It's the law. It's a lot of these things are in their policies and procedures. So no matter how you look at it, that we knew this memorial couldn't stay there into perpetuity. But I thought it was really nice of them to start broadcasting this.
Why do you always try to use words to sound like you're smart or important? Perpetuity is not exactly the words you should use. Maybe indefinitely or something like that.
Out on the airways, that they're inviting the public to come back and get.
Well, according to Betty, autism is because of Big Pharma. Big Pharma caused autism.
Belongings, so they don't have to throw them away. Again, if you don't go back and get your belongings, they're going to go in the garbage. And if you maybe it's a good idea to go get them so they're not in the garbage. I went dumpster diving for Gabby Petito because Northport police didn't give us that courtesy, even though I had been in direct contact with them.
Why would you want the stuff back? Why would you go dig in a dumpster? That's how deranged you are. That's sick, Betty. I damn sure would want stuff back. And I damn sure wouldn't be climbing in no dumpster for it.
Even though they had my direct telephone number where they could have just said, hey, Andra, can you come pick up your stuff and move it someplace else? Yes, no problem. I go there and I find out they threw the stuff away, and I asked them where they did it. They said they respectfully removed it. So then I broadcasted how respectfully they removed it, as the guy is just breaking shit and throwing it into the back of his truck, like with not a care in the world that this girl was brutally murdered by her boyfriend. I digress. So that was,
Betty. Oh my, I can't.
Obviously something I did. I went dumpster diving for Gabby. We had just put that up too. They should have been a little more respectful for that on that. There's also another part, Lakin Riley, a college student out of Georgia University. She was brutally attacked on the running trail. I just want to give a big shout out to Vinnie Politan for somebody finally bringing up last night, whether or not, maybe it was the night before, I might've been watching a rerun, I'm unsure, where he said, I wonder how many other victims he has either in his country or here. And I was like, finally, somebody's moving the needle on this, bringing it on a national platform. Is there other victims? Because you guys know how I feel about.
Well, Betty, that's pretty much, I'm pretty sure law enforcement has already been down that avenue. You're not the brains behind it, Betty. Thank the Lord you're not law enforcement. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they're looking at those kind of avenues, Betty. Yeah.
Rachel Morin. And it's
here we go again.
Like
the cases are not together. If they were together, the codicil would have happened. There was DNA in both cases, you dimwit.
I feel like there's something there, but I keep going back to the forensic sketch, and I keep going back, and there are some similarities, but there are some differences too. And I have to acknowledge the differences as much as I got to acknowledge the similarities. And there may not be anything there. There may not be any meat to the bone, whether this attacker was the one for Rachel Morin, but I'm still just saying, how many Hispanic males between 20 and 30 are attacking women on trails and bludgeoning them? There's 2 cases right now that I know of. Now, are there more? Probably. But these are the 2 cases I know about, and it's just very, very scary. And then you're looking at the guy wears hats. He's got a weird, shape pattern behind his ears. It just makes you stop and pause. But
yeah, don't tell her that though, Darby. Don't tell Betty that, because that'll, she'd have to put it together then. Brittany says, let's get real. She doesn't have any brains. Yeah.
Most of us are concerned about the well-being of the Riley family, getting justice for Riley. Meanwhile, Biden is concerned about the illegal aliens, the illegal migration problem, and offending an illegal by calling them an illegal. They're illegal. They're not supposed to be here. They violated our law, broke through our border, and are forcing us to pay for them. Okay, so yes, they are illegal, and if they have an offended problem being called illegal, oh effing well, who do you represent? The fucking illegals or the Americans? Because the one I care about is Lakin Riley.
Okay.
And you can't even get the damn president to say her name right, or even show her even the tiniest little bit of respect for what she and her family have gone through. Piece of shit president. Okay. You don't like it? Oh.
All right, Betty. I'm not going to argue politics with you because, honestly, it'd be a waste of breath because there's just no one home there, But it's not President Biden's fault. I don't like the man. Don't care for him. Didn't vote for him. I'm not going to lie, I didn't vote, period, because there was nobody I wanted to vote for. But that's my opinion. You vote for her you see fit to vote for. But you can't blame this murmur on him. This murmur is the dude's fault who did it with his own bare hands. That's who did it.
Well, that was bullcrap. Piece of garbage. More concerned about offending an illegal than saying her name.
Right. By the way, MTG told I can't see that. MTG told him her name was Lincoln, but go on, BHP. As a fam, we work together and provide special school summer to have public our children inspector just a few weeks, but amazing when children have help. It is.
We need change. I'm not getting on the soapbox today. I don't have time. But when I have time to get on the soapbox and I have time to bash that man, I am going to do it.
Of course.
Because damn to him. You got an American citizen that did nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. Promising nursing student. And you're concerned about offending a fucking illegal? Oh, well. They know they're here illegally. Do they not? Do these people actually think that they're legal? No. They know damn well what they're doing is illegal. I.e. illegal.
Well, Betty, there's quite a few things you've done illegal. And you knew it was illegal. but you did it anyway. Just saying, you know. But Betty, all politicians use the border and immigration in an election year. Always. None of them really care. None of them are doing anything. You know why? Because they're using it to get votes. Even your Trump is using it to get votes.
What they're doing. These people that cross our borders know they're doing it illegally. Don't act like they don't. It's offensive to me. It's offensive to me when we cannot call someone exactly what they are. It's not racist. It's not.
Oh no, she's not going to cover that sin, Risa. See, they don't like her. She does not have the relationship with law enforcement here that she wants people to think she does. They are all quite aware, Betty.
Anything. It is literally in our statute. Literally in our freaking statute. But I digress. You guys vote your conscience. I'm going to vote mine. But there ain't no damn way I'm voting for a piece of garbage president like this that sits there and is concerned more about an illegal alien than they are about their own citizen being killed by that very illegal alien. You know what he gets from me? A big F-U. And a big F. A big F. A big F.
Do you even understand the definitions of the words you use, Betty? Just curious. Do you? I mean, I'd sit down and explain the difference to you. I don't think it would matter. I really don't think it would matter. But okay. Yeah, she always digresses. Always. She doesn't have a clue what it means, but she likes the way it sounds. Yeah, she's begging for a new computer. Hey,
so,
Tima.
Maddie Soto, this is a case that we've been covering. We're uncovering a little bit. Nothing like groundbreaking, let's be honest. Nobody's really uncovering any groundbreaking information. But what I can tell you is we're uncovering some cracks in the facade of the family. You know, I've been
thinking about that. I was going to show you Dolly's live. But I might just show you Chronicles of the Shady put out a good video showing exactly how Dolly is exploiting the hell out of this case.
Supporter of Jen Soto because I like
screaming and being vile doesn't win people over to your side. Nope.
No more. You're gonna have to give me a lot more to get me off the fence.
Yeah, but you can't tell her that, Darby, because she's not going to believe you and she's going to have excuses.
When it comes to her because of the situation at hand. And because I'm analyzing this a little bit differently, I'm analyzing this as Stefan Stearns is a predator and was in that relationship to get to that child. That's the way I'm looking at this case. Now, that very, very assessment right there could be completely wrong, which would be my entire assessment's wrong. But I have a funny feeling.
Betty, even if you're proven wrong, which you have been time and time again, you don't ever own it. You don't never correct anything. But okay.
Is more correct than not. So when it comes to Jen, you know, a lot of the questions, did she know anything? Of course, we don't have those answers. We can assume, we can speculate, but nobody really has those answers, what she knew and how much she did know. So what we're looking at now is behaviors, you know, what was going on in and around their family, you know, not just recently, but years ago. How was the family dynamic? How was the family structure, makeup? How was it functioning? Was it functioning well? Were they blending well as a family?
Betty, it wasn't. Oh my God.
Bringing and introducing the stepfather or step-parent or partner into that. And we're going to be referring to step-parent, partner, and everything kind of interchangeably. I'm not saying that we all know that Stefan Stearns was not married to Jen Soto. So legally, lawfully, factually, he is not a step-parent. However, he has been in this child's life.
I don't know, Petunia. I don't think so, but I don't know. I think other people do it. Thank you, Wise Angel.
For a significant amount of time, 8 years. That means that literally he watched Maddie grow up. She was literally 5, maybe 6 years old at the time.
You and your misinformation. Quit reading all the trash on Reddit and these Facebook groups and running with it as factual information.
he got with her mother. Which gives another, and I always say this when I say that, another level of depravity to it, because he literally watched her grow up from a kid, from
That's true. I never thought about it like that, Petunia. That's true. Honestly, I don't know. I never thought about it like that, but you're right. She's streaming the same content. Well, you'd think that they'd catch that.
almost a baby, a toddler. I know toddlers are 3, 4, whatever. She was 5, 6 years old. Okay, so she wasn't an adolescent. She was a kid. She was a freaking kid, and he watched her grow up. Granted, she was out of diapers by the time mom and him got together. But holy crap, what if? Was he responsible for giving?
My understanding was they weren't together 8 years.
her baths at that time? You see where my head is going? Like, it just goes.
Why
into a
would
million
you
different-
bath a 6-year-old? Why would he bath a 6-year-old? Makes no sense to me. Why would he? You're putting out stuff you don't know anything about, Betty. Sadly, that girl was abused. And we got idiots like you and Dolly and JLR out here being the tragedy pimps you are, the crime tourist you are, spewing all kind of crap.
different directions when it comes to Stefan Stearns, because I truly believe the man is a predator. And I truly believe he manipulated Jen a lot. And I truly believe that she had a bipolar disorder that he manipulated and used against her to help control her. For example, whenever you have something going on, what if he's saying, like,
there they are.
Don't be touching her like that. Don't do this. Oh, you're just making stuff up. Go take one of your medications.
Just checking for you guys.
You're acting crazy, Jen. Go take your pill. You're seeing shit that ain't there. So I feel like he's using her own illness that she's, obviously taking medication for and trying to make sure it's stable and everything like that. I feel like he's using that against her to help control her. We've seen it happen in the past. It's mental abuse, right? Mental, verbal, emotional abuse. Kind of sounds like a Krusty Krab show, doesn't it? But, people obviously have been affected by this across this country. But I just want to break down what we kind of know factually, what the only factual things that the public really does know to be true, right? And it's on February 26th, Madeline Soto's mother realized her daughter did not make it to school. She called law enforcement. We've now learned that.
First off, Betty, you are no one to comment. Sorry. And I'm going to say it only because it's out here. She's put it out here. It's been out here since her TikTok days. You are no one to comment on any kind of abuse when you're an abuser. Sorry. You cannot even, another one. Oh, you got invited to a birthday party. Oh, Liam's birthday party. Okay, I'll take you.
I don't want to read it.
And you're going to have to March 23rd. Okay. You got to pass out your invitations for your party, buddy. What else you got? Papers? Oh.
Can I read them?
You can read all these words? Holy cow.
Also, this happened.
That's okay. I'm going to get you. You're going to use one of them new backpacks. Okay, buddy?
I get everything out.
You got to get everything out. What all do you have in there? Oh.
Can I go get a new backpack?
Okay. Mommy will take care of taking that stuff off in a little bit, okay? Did you give your teacher your red list so that you get your crown? Okay.
Get a crown?
No, you don't get the crown till it's over.
I got it.
You got it already? Where is it? Okay. All right.
When you get all the stars done, then you gotta do
School notification. I know a lot of people, one of the first things is when did the school notify? Guys, I'm
I put this.
In there.
surprised to say she was already talking to law enforcement when she was getting notification that her child had not been to school.
May I put this?
According to the school, their notifications
You're gonna have to
go
wait a
out
minute.
around 8 o'clock at night. As many of you know, she started calling law enforcement around 4:30, 4:45. So she was literally dealing with law enforcement because her child was missing as her phone is ringing to tell her child is missing. She had been searching for her child for 4
Can you get them,
hours,
honey?
4
Can you get them?
hours before the
You
school
sure?
even notified her
All
that her
right.
child was missing. So obviously, Orange County is looking at their notifications right now. There's
Yeah, and they should, because here they don't drop the ball like that. They're calling it by 9 o'clock here. My kids don't get off that school bus and aren't scanned into school. Well, they're scanned when they get on that bus. That's one thing I like about it now. And that's why I like the app. I know when my kids get on that bus, I know exactly where that bus is. They can't leave the bus till they're scanned to get off. It may take a few extra minutes, but it's worth it. So I'm really surprised in that, because they don't hear, you get called quick. And even when I called the attendance office and leave a message like you're supposed to when you keep your kids home, I still get a call. Oh, you wouldn't listen to him? He's more intelligent. They were talking me into he ripped his backpack. So yeah, it's a whole thing, and he's just so upset about it. But yeah, they had to talk me. They couldn't wait 1 minute for her to pack them up and say, "Gotta have them now."
saying, hey, you know what, in light of this, we're realizing this is detrimental. The people are not notifying until the end of the day to find out their children aren't even in school by that time. So, and this is what happened, remember, in Audrey Cunningham's case. Nobody was really notified that she was missing from school. They were already dealing with cops by the time they were getting the notifications that she was missing from school. That's not working well, because we are in an environment where people are preying on our children. As sick as that is sounding, it is true. They're preying on our children.
Betty, I don't know what rock you've been living under, but this has been happening about monsters preying on our kids forever. Unfortunately, it's nothing new. It's just now there's social media, so you hear a lot more about it, and it's put out here, but it's not new, Betty.
So on February 26th, Madeline Soto's mother, Jennifer Soto, reported to Orange County deputies that her daughter had disappeared. On February 27th, she gave an interview with Channel 9 the day after her daughter had been missing. We have looked at that. We have analyzed that, and we know she was being deceptive in part, right?
You know this. How, Betty? How do you know what she was deceptive about and not? How do you know? You're not a body language expert. Heck, you're not an expert in anything. So how do you know? You speak it as fact. And believe me, there's red flags about the mom, and I have a lot. A lot. The judge isn't showing leniency, still moving ahead April 17th, according to Burnt Toast. Did she make a post? Let me check. The judge should just. I love you too, baby. The judge should just dismiss. I'm sorry, but this is ridiculous. This is just ridiculous. Abuse of the court system. That pisses me off. That totally pisses me off. Oh, no. Okay. Yep, Burnt Toast did a post. There was a case management conference today. However, Bullhorn Betty never showed up because Bullhorn Betty was too busy taking the bus to go to a county commissioner's meeting. The judge and Queen Bee's attorney still had a meeting. The hearing is still happening on April 17th, 2024, to rule on all pending motions. And there is now a new court date set for May 14th of 2024. It seems the judge is done giving her more time. This case seems to be moving forward regardless of whether BHB decides to show up or not. Amen. Here, I'll show you the post. I'll share it real quick. We'll get back to Betty. And it shows you where she didn't show up because she was too busy at the county commissioners meeting bitching about stuff that don't matter. A water bottle. She's bitching about a damn water bottle instead of what's really important. I can't, man. She had to have her 3 minutes up there. Lord knows. Lord knows. There's. I'm gonna knock off here soon, and then I can come back and do the Rose and Paper Cut Tina stuff later. But I'm knocking off in a little bit to get you guys dinner. God forbid, I know you guys are starving. I mean, y'all never eat. What are you asking me for? No. I knew that's what you were gonna ask for.
Because I had tacos in school.
You had tacos in
Yeah,
school.
but they have a mixture of cheese, the yellow and the white. I don't like that mixture together, so I didn't make it.
Well, just pick out the white cheese.
There's a lot of white cheese.
Oh,
There's a lot of yellow cheese.
okay.
And we only get a certain amount of time for lunch.
Yeah, that's true. And you're a very slow eater. I know. You're a very meticulous, slow eater. You've got to chew every bite 1,000 times. I get it. I get it.
So can I close it?
I don't care. I want no fighting, though. Yeah, that didn't go over good. They're not going to listen to me on that.
He's playing with me. He on his iPad.
Okay. Okay. Here it is. This is Burnt Toast Post. And it says, let me click on this. It says case before court for case management conference, or cause before court for case management conference. Defendant present by attorney. Pro se plaintiff Griffin not present. Cross motions to dismiss are pending and set for hearing. Case continued to 5/14/24 at 9:30 for CMC. And then there's still one on April 17th where all the rulings are going to happen on a lot of what's already been done. Oh my God, Betty. I guess she just feels like she doesn't have to do anything. She doesn't have to do anything. Let's finish this. Because I'm honest, Betty already. Sorry, but a county commissioners meeting would not. Oh, I haven't been to those. She's been to every one. I know. I've shared most of it. She's so full of shit. She think they don't know she comes up to the podium 3 times. God. Their faces when
her
she
being in that house with Stefan Stearns all night long, probably going through every possible theory, questioning him.
Because I don't know why either. My guess is because adults weren't cleaning up after themselves, and can you come over for dinner? Sure, are you going to bring dinner? Because I really don't want to cook, but I guess I have to. I gotta. Sir Duke, if you pull my stuff down, don't you wrap up in my cords. Get over here, you big old tubba. Come here, Teletubby. Lay down. Yes, I know, Sir Duke. She's screwing herself. Yep. But she thinks she doesn't have to. She's the law. She can do what she wants to do. She knows it all, and she's always right. She started this, and she can't get out of it. She never expected it to go the way it has. Never. No way.
What happened? Him lying to her, him saying,
Sir
"I
Duke.
never touched my daughter. I've never hurt her. I loved our family." Manipulating, being cunning, being conniving. I just feel like those things were going on, but I digress. Those are still just
Sir
things that I'm
Duke.
assuming happened, not that they did. Jennifer Soto
Oh,
said
you're
that her
gonna get
boyfriend
it.
Stefan
Miles
dropped her
under the
daughter off
moon.
at a church near Hunters Creek Middle School where she was a student. Stern also told investigators Madeline Soto wanted to walk the rest of the way to school, but never made it. And I looked at where that church was, and it was across like a 4 or 5, maybe a 6-lane highway. Not that that's a problem. We have those here. Kids have to cross those highways all the time. I don't know if there was a crossing guard to help them get across, 4 or 5 lanes of traffic. But it's not. It just seems to me that a parent would remove as many obstacles that could injure their child as possible. Therefore, maybe instead of being on that side of the highway, maybe getting on the side of the highway by the school and dropping them off down at the end of the road where the school is, right? Where they just have to walk a sidewalk up to the school. So even that really kind of has I have a problem with where he dropped her off at, or at least allegedly. Clearly he didn't drop her off. She never
Sir
left the
Duke?
house that morning alive. So there is that. I believe, and I don't even know when she lost her life. Was it early that morning or the night before? I feel like it was the night before, like after her mom swallowed a mouthful of pills and passed out, and was, an earthquake could hit the house and she wouldn't have woke up. I feel like something happened then. Maybe she fought him. Maybe she was tired of it and it just got out of control. And her mom was.
Why is she telling people that this man was drugging the mother so that she would pass out and not be capable of waking up? Why is she telling people this stuff when she doesn't know? Oh, thank you, Brittany. He's a little doll, and he knows it. He knows it. He knows he's a cutie, and he's so little for his age.
Was absolutely asked out and didn't hear a damn thing. There is possibility of that. On February 28th, which was a Wednesday, the sheriff John Mina.
Oh, great! He got to go to a birthday party, which means I got to go to a birthday party. I need another kid's birthday party, Of course I got to go. I'm not dropping my kid off at some stranger's house. I mean, it's just not how it works. The parents hang out. Believe me, I know. It happens to me all the time. I'm like, oh, you can leave. No, not only does mom come, but dad does too. And then, yeah.
His deputies were working on several other agencies to search for Madeline Soto in areas where she was reportedly last seen. Orange County Sheriff's Office said more than 50 members of the emergency response team were searching for Madeline Soto. Then we moved to February 29th, which was Thursday. Sheriff's Office then said that they believe Stern never dropped Madeline off and is considered the prime suspect in her disappearance. So it wasn't until the 29th, and it's my understanding that Madeline's mom never gave any interviews after that initial day or two. The first day or two is when Madeline and her mother, or not Madeline, excuse me, Jennifer and her mother, Madeline's grandmother, did a few interviews. Her grandmother did interviews on Telemundo in Spanish, which was really good because it got it out to the Spanish-speaking community. And Jen
there's 60 charges against him. I'm really surprised. Well, I guess not. I thought by now they'd be ready to charge with the murmur, but I guess they're making sure that it's a slam dunk,
I think Fox 35 and
Duke, if you pull my cords
another
out,
channel. I don't remember what other channel. There was two different interviews she gave. One was through the computer, and one was in person. The one in the computer was weird because you had Stefan Stearns kind of position himself so she could see him in the video. It was just really weird. So we're finding out some of the language he was using in 2022, right around the time that law enforcement believes he started physically abusing Madeline. So,
but you said it was for 8 years, Betty. Didn't you just say that earlier, that for 8 years he was abusing her? Oh, you need to watch what you say, Betty, because you don't even pay attention to what you say.
If that's accurate, they're talking about a phone. How long has that phone been in his possession? Are there any other phones? Are there any other history of abuses? We don't know. But I have to think
you don't. But you've been running with shit as factual for days now.
That can do this is capable of just about anything. And so many people want to know what's on his prior phones. Where are his prior phones? And I don't know. I'm sure
not many people, just you, Betty.
Law enforcement has a way to look back, with all the services, Google, stuff like that. They have to store our information for a significant number of years. Many of you know we don't really do anything without Google. Google is like the basis of just about every program that's used. So I think there's ways for them to still do some data, forensic data research and stuff like that for this case to find out had it happened before. But even if it hadn't to that degree happened before, I believe there was a lot of uncomfortable things going on in that house. And he even went to social media on Reddit and started going in there talking about, it seemed like he was a little upset that somebody was not showing affection, which I just find disgusting. And he was going into Reddit, and people were like, you just need to leave the kids alone. And he starts arguing with him. I'm not talking about, this, that, and the other. I'm talking about sweet, dear old grandma. You're not even gonna give her a hug and a kiss. And it was just really bizarre, like him wanting to just solidify his point. And it was just a little bizarre because this is around the time that they believe that Madeline started getting abused by him. And if that's the case, he's having these statements talking about, P's and R's and stuff like that, pedos and R's, right?
Hey,
Arists.
Hippoporium.
So you guys know what R I'm talking about, arists. And I thought that was a really strange conversation to bring in, pedos and arists whenever you're talking about hugging grandma. So clearly there are some things going on in this family that he's trying to argue and so I do believe that maybe Madeline or Jen had seen him, either touch her in a weird way or not comfortable and probably said something to him and he got pissed and wanted to unalive himself over it because that seems like what his MO was.
So now she's putting it out that the mom seen something, told him about it, so then he wanted to unalive himself. Oh my God. Believe me, the dude's a monster. I don't think we should be wasting taxpayer dollars to put him in prison. Sorry, I just don't. Nope. Give him the death penalty. He'll sit on death row at an exuberant cost for 20 years before you even do something. Pull the damn switch. That's just my opinion. Oh, I don't even have my banner on. This is just my opinion, and it is covered under fair use copy. The Copyright Act of 1976, Section 107. Yeah. Jeez, I can't believe I did that. Yeah, I can. I do it all the time. I forget to turn monetization on. I forget to put my banner on. I'm just...
He didn't get his way. He started threatening Jen that he's going to take himself out. So he ended up getting arrested, I believe, on March 1st.
Exactly. Allegedly, and in my
They
opinion.
confirmed she was dead. And police said Stearns was at the intersection where they eventually found her.
Do you know?
I can't remember. Was it the 29th that he was arrested?
But do you know what it costs to keep an inmate on death row for 20 plus years? It's insane. And I know what people say. Well, what if they're innocent? Well, trust me, there's a lot on death row that there is just no possible doubt. Not even a teeny, tiny little bit that they didn't do the crime. And DNA doesn't lie.
Throwing her back laptop. I can't remember what specific day. I think it was the 28th. It was the 28th or the 1st. I can't remember. I think the 1st is when they found her, and the 28th. And he had been in jail for 2 days prior to that. Let me see if he was on Wednesday evening. Yeah, they arrested him. So it was the 28th. They arrested him in the evening of the 28th for the stuff they found on his phone. And we're going to dive, like I said, we're going to dive into this a little bit more. Now, lastly, I'm just going to touch before I let you guys go and start getting ready for my day. Again, we'll be back this afternoon to dive into these things a little bit deeper. This is just a cursory review just to say hi to you guys. I didn't want to ghost you guys this morning since it's a regular day. And I just got a lot of stuff. I didn't think I was going to be doing some stuff. I just got a text message this morning to be ready. So I've got to get up and get my day started. I've got a lot of meetings and stuff like that to do today. So we're just going to keep
a lot of meetings and stuff. You didn't bother to show up. Instead, your little county commissioner meeting, which isn't a spur of the moment meeting. Those are planned in advance. You knew all about the meeting, Betty. You really think you're that important that the meeting won't happen if you're not there? You didn't say anything of relevance or substantial. You did what you always did. Cried about the same stupid shit. Water bottles. Did you see anybody else sweating it, Betty? No. Just you.
Going, but it's going to push the live back until this afternoon. So now we're getting into the Sebastian Rogers, and we're going to close with Sebastian Rogers this morning. And Sebastian Rogers is a 15-year-old autistic boy. There's a lot of stuff going on. The stepfather, he's had a violent past. He's got domestic violence. It's not looking good. The mom, there was a few things that I saw in the interview with the mom that just wasn't sitting right with me. She seems like a nice, caring woman. He seems like the father seems like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know if the 15-year-old did just walk off. Maybe he was being treated very, very badly. But when you start looking in the land,
why are you putting stuff like that out there? You don't know, Betty. You truly don't know. No, absolutely not. No, no.
Bills, I see the direction of law enforcement. They don't believe this kid's alive. They're hopeful he is. They're hoping that they're wrong, but it doesn't appear that the facts are supporting that.
She just came out here. They have about 14 different decks of, cards, kids card games. She just brought all 14 decks out here thinking I was going to sit here and play. Children, do you love them? Yes. Do they get on your nerves? Absolutely.
And so now that we're looking into this as foul play,
Now she wants to use them to build a bridge for the dinosaurs. No, you are not dumping them out all over my floor. Absolutely not. Oh.
Who was in and around this child and who has been in and around this child. And there hasn't been too many people in and around this child. And so it's putting the focus squarely on the last two people that saw him alive. And that's his mom and his stepfather. His stepfather never kind of rubbed me the right way. I don't.
Betty, you don't know anything about the stepfather or the mother. He wasn't even home. From what I understand, he wasn't even home. God.
His stepfather seems like he's well spoken, but in all fairness, there's just something about him that rubs me the wrong way. And I don't want to say that aloud.
52 card pickup, yeah, with about 14 decks of cards. They have crazy eights, old maids, every kind of card game you can think of. Not to mention, and then she's got about 10 of the board games out of the hundreds that they have, sitting there building bridges for these dinosaurs. Guess who gets to clean it up? No, she's not dumping them all out.
Without having something to corroborate that feeling, and I just don't. But now that we're going on this day and I haven't had an opportunity to really dive in and to look into their background, I'm just going to say that something stinks to high heaven to me. I haven't figured out what it is yet, but I have to, with a history of domestic violence. And
where's the history of domestic violence, Betty? Where are you getting these rumors? Where are you getting this information? What Reddit group or Facebook group are you getting this information from? Because you run with all this misinformation. Girl, you're lucky you don't have 100 lawsuits against you. Until you should be running your mouth. And you don't know none of this as fact.
How lethal domestic violence is. I'm going to venture to say that something happened.
I'm not sure. I know it's really early. I know one morning I was out here. It wasn't even 7 o'clock in the morning. And she was live. Like, oh, hell no. I don't even be liking people that early in the morning.
And God forgive me if these parents are innocent. And it's probably a little premature for me to say that, but I've been reviewing some things, and from some trusted people, I know that the stepfather has some issues. And then
trusted people. Betty, you're reading comments on Reddit and Facebook. Trusted people, my ass. You don't have no trusted inside information. Stop it. God, you're so pathetic.
Learn from his real biological father that he would never wander off.
Bullshit. I call bullshit. Number one, biological dad, sorry to say, didn't live under the same roof. All right? Lived quite a distance away.
Alone.
And Betty, it is common for kids with autism to wander off, Betty. It's very common. Not to mention that 15-year-olds do it anyway.
Are people with autism that are wanderers. From everything we're learning about Sebastian, he did not. He didn't fit in that category.
You're not learning.
He was not, from my understanding, a wanderer. Even as a child, he was not a wanderer, from my understanding. So if he has autism and he's never been a wanderer before, that's the neat thing about autism, is that it's not a spontaneous type of thing. Structure is really the name of the game. Structure, schedules, keeping things exactly the same day in and day out as much as possible really helps for an autistic child to thrive. So I don't see an autistic child just automatically going in the opposite direction of what they're accustomed to doing, because it doesn't go with what you've learned about the illness. So if he was not a wanderer, then he's not going to just one day wake up and become a wanderer. That's just my understanding of
Oh,
it. I could be wholly wrong. There may be an outlier out there, just because 90% of autistic children that have never wandered don't wander doesn't mean that the other 10% won't. They're absolutely fair with that
Hey, speaker.
assessment. My money is on the stepdad. Yes, but this is one where I've got to say, mom would have known. In Maddie Soto, with everything I'm finding out, with Maddie Soto's case, it's like
You're not finding anything out in any of these cases, Betty. You, again, are reading Reddit and Facebook groups. You're not finding out any factual information.
Did she know? Did she not? Was she in denial? Was she manipulated? All these things. But in this case with Sebastian, the unfortunate thing is that mom would have had to know. I don't see dad being able to pull something or step.
Why would mom have to know in this case, but not in the other cases, when they also were all living under the same roofs? So why is it that mom would have had to known in Sebastian's case, but none of the other cases? Why is that, Betty? Because you say so? Jeez.
Dad being able to pull something off like this without the help of his wife, especially when it's going on, when it happened in the house. But then the same thing could be said about Maddie Soto. Why did her mother hear about it if it happened in the house? Because we have we have corroborated information that she was on medication that put her out and knocked her out.
No, Betty, you don't. You have somebody that wrote a comment. You don't even know if that person's legit. You don't know if it's a true comment. You don't know. You don't know. And it doesn't make it any difference just because she's on medication, Betty. Do you hear yourself? Oh,
we're not getting that information from this lady here.
Hey,
and from everything we've learned is that day was no different than any other day in the Soto house. So we're not seeing.
Neither was mine until one night he got dressed and popped out of the house, insistent he was going to walk up our mountain in the middle of the night. Autism is a wild ride. Got to be on alert always. Yeah. She's freaking nuts. Hey, Nikki. I think I said hi, but I'll say hi again. You too. It's me. It's me, Tiffany. But just in case, hi.
That in the case of Sebastian Rogers. So there are some differences in the case and in the parties involved. Does it mean that my assessment's right? No, it doesn't.
You're not.
Be that Maddie's mom knew and Sebastian's mom was clueless? Yeah, it could mean just that. When we're in the speculation world, anything.
You don't speculate. You state it as fact, Betty. And they don't need your wild speculation in these cases. They need you to shut up if you can't be of any help.
Thing could be. So we have to look at both sides of it. But for whatever reason, in this case, this is one of those things because the mom sitting right next to that father, and she knew. I feel like she knew, and I know.
See what I mean? It's not speculation. She states things as fact. She has no idea what that woman was aware of or not aware of. She has no idea. And Betty, you're often so far off and so far wrong. Yeah, you need to laugh at yourself because that's about all anybody can do is laugh at your ass.
That's just my opinion. That's just one girl's opinion. So I'm waiting to hear more about the stepfather. The stepfather is who I'd be looking at. But you know what? We cover a lot of cases.
From what I understand, the stepfather wasn't even home. But like I said, that's just from what's being said, being passed around. I don't know if that's true. I wasn't there. Neither were you.
Of really, really bad people. And, sometimes mom is involved. I mean, look at what half of our audience believes that Jen Soto was involved in the whatever went on with her daughter, so it's our opinions. And, we just pray to God that these opinions we have of these parents don't pan out, right? We don't, in all fairness, we want to be wrong about that. We don't ever want to think that a child was injured or murdered by their parent. That just to the civilized environment, to the civilized of us, it makes us sick. It saddens us. It hurts us inside. So we just don't want it. But anyways, guys, I want to tell you that's just the rundown, the Reader's Digest version of everything that we're going to be going over later this afternoon. I wish I had more time to spend with you guys this morning, but I don't. I've got to get ready and I've got to get out the door, and I'm down like 4 flat tires, right? So I don't have a vehicle at the moment, so I'm at the mercy of the people that are picking me up. So I got to be ready. I can't make them late while they're helping me out, right?
Wait a minute. Didn't she just cry at the county commissioners meeting? She had to take the bus. Hey, Kelsey.
Anyways, guys, I'll let you know when the car gets out of the shop. Let's keep the fingers crossed. Maybe we'll have it back by this weekend. But it sounds like no matter what, I should have it back by Monday or so.
Wait a minute. Your car's in the garage. Aren't you the master mechanic? I thought you could change out the motor with no problem. What's up? Boy, that's a good pause. That's a good pause. I need to screenshot that.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I'm kind of I'm a little nervous. I got to say, a little nervous. So anyways, all right, guys, I love you. Take care and God bless.
Hey, Betty, FYI, autism is not an illness. It is not an illness, Betty. Google it. Unfreaking believable. What do you say to her? Okay, I don't know, Chronicles. Hopefully she won't try to strike me, but I'm going to fair use it. So if she does, I'll get it covered under fair use. She did a really good video about Dolly over this Soto case. And I'll tell you what, Dolly, I don't understand people. The people that were calling in, the people that were in the chat, riding along with this. It's just gross. But here we go.
Okay, does it not have any audio? No audio.
It's gross, guys.
This is the birthday video.
It's gross.
Slowed down. I mean, she don't look pregnant to me in this video.
Oh my God.
She looks happy. And I mean, I find that weird. Anybody find this weird? That the mother was not at the 13th birthday?
It says, I find it weird you are slowing down a video looking at a minor's body to see if she looks pregnant. Amen to that.
She's already been laid to rest. We haven't even heard anything about the results of autopsy, but she's a minor. We may not. People were saying that. You're not going to hear nothing. You're not going to hear nothing. She's a minor.
So Dolly runs a true crime channel, yet can't do any research. It's Florida, Dolly. You won't be able to FOIA the autopsy. It's called exploitation and clickbait from Dolly's thumbnails with misinformation on this minor's passing in case that is still under investigation. And yes, he did. He clickbaited the hell out of it. Look at them. There you go. Look at them. Look at them. She lawyers up. Mom, prime suspect. Can't sleep alone. Shocking. He even did one about her being pregnant. The following is a call from someone that watches Dolly. This creator encourages these people and provides a place to talk about a minor like this. Listen to this call.
From them.
Exactly. As for your last video about her being pregnant and everything else, if you look at the way that she stands backwards, kind of sort of like she's pushing out her stomach. And at that age, depending upon her development of her breast, she filled that dress out mighty fine, which goes on to your baby mama and having the larger.
Oh, bullshit about that, because she's 13. My goddaughters were 10 and 11, and they had bigger boobs than most of the women I know. And they weren't pregnant.
breast during the first part of the pregnancy.
Yeah.
I do think that they know. Like you said, they know the stuff.
Scorpio's thing, he's not covering. I can't believe that you're okay with this, with what he did. Yeah, he's sick. He's not. That's not. He can cover this without exploiting this child like that and clickbaiting these thumbnails. I'm sorry, I can't get on board with that.
Because I'm sure they were told that she, possibly had.
I have a daughter. I would not want anyone putting thumbnails up like that about her. And this woman, Dolly should have ended this call. He should have never sat there and continued talking to her. She's twisted as well. And she's wrong.
The baby inside of her and stuff like that. And they rushed and had this private funeral for them because Mama knows she's going to be charged.
You think so?
I think so.
Protect our children even when they have passed. What is so wrong about the family having a private funeral? I would have too. I wouldn't have opened it up for the public to come in. Do I have my doubts and red flags about the mom? Absolutely. But I'm not about to get on here and hang her up when I don't know all the facts. And I'm damn sure not going to exploit this child. This is gross. And the person that called in, shame on you. Shame on you, lady. Besides that, you're wrong. Because my goddaughters weren't pregnant. Okay? So you either don't understand or you're just as twisted in the head as the person you're calling. Chronicles did a good video. She did a video, but I'm not going to show. She did a video about paper cutting them too. But she just did it 5 hours ago. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't show it. But could somebody please post Chronicles link? And I also will have her description or her link in the description to the video. Because it's Chronicles of the Shady. Maybe I can do it. Wait a minute. Let me just copy the link here. She did a really good video. It's sad. And the music was perfect. No. Come on, mouse. Don't give up on me now. Okay, copy link. Let me put it in the chat. Oh, that was a lot. I'm sorry, but that's wrong. I can't, man. You want to cover a case, by all means, cover it. Do it. Do it respectfully and don't exploit the child. Come on, Dolly. How is that okay? Hey, Starry Night. Yeah, I'll show you his charges. I'll show you. You don't want to see his charges? I'll show you. Wait a minute. I have it on my YouTube. I watched it. Oh, my mouse wants to freeze up. Come on, don't freeze up. I'll show you real quick. I wish it would be murder, but I understand that law enforcement needs time. They want to make sure they can nail their case. They're probably waiting on DNA and stuff. But there's always that slight chance, and there is. I mean, you got to think about it. There's always that slight chance. Maybe I can't believe it wasn't him because he was changing his flat tire right where her body was, discovered, unfortunately.
You do.
But here's his charges.
Cheaper. I save hundreds of dollars.
See, now I'm not going to do the Team Rose stuff.
Breaking this afternoon, new charges.
Okay, because I refuse to put that drama in with this. This child deserves more respect than that. So I will come back and do the Team Rose and Paper Cut Tina I'll just use the same thumbnail. But I don't want to put it in with this.
Have been filed against Stefan Stearns. He is the lead suspect in the death of 13-year-old Madeline Soto, whose body was found earlier this month. Meredith McDonough is here to explain that these new charges are not connected to Madeline's murder.
Sheldon, not murder, but still, a total of 60 new charges have been filed against Stearns in connection with the death of Madeline Soto, who was found dead after being reported missing. Now, the new charges include 8 counts of sexual battery on a child under the age of 12,
Wow.
5 counts of sexual battery with a child 12 to 18 years old, and then 7 counts of lewd and lascivious molestation, and 40 counts of unlawful possession of materials depicting sexual performance by a child. Now, shortly after Madeline Soto's disappearance, several disturbing images and videos were found on Stefan Stearns' phone. He was then arrested on sexual battery charges along with possession of child sexual abuse material. According to officials, further investigation then revealed more images and videos depicting criminal acts, and this is from where the new charges stem. According to those documents obtained by West 2 News, Stearns was abusing Madeline for nearly 2 years. Now, Madeline was missing for nearly a week before her body was found in a wooded area in St. Cloud.
Now, Betty says 8 years. Law enforcement saying nearly 2 years. Because Betty gets all her info off Reddit and Facebook groups and runs with it.
St. Cloud. Now, again, Stearns.
I mean, it don't matter. It shouldn't have ever happened. It's disgusting.
In her death, but not currently charged with her murder. We'll continue to follow this breaking update. Sheldon, back to you.
That's a sick puppy. I'm sorry, but I have no forgiveness for someone that hurts a child. I can't. No. Yeah, like the truth isn't bad enough. Exactly, Senrisa. Oh, Disney has a few SA cases with some employees. What a job. It's he worked over at Epcot years ago, supposedly. I don't know what he did there. You would think the parks run background checks. I don't know if they do. I never worked at them. My childhood friend Lizzie was 8 years old when she got, yeah, exactly. My goddaughter was 9. I remember she woke me up. Because, she woke me up. They were here and she woke me up. And like I said, they developed very young, very fast. I think I was 10 or 11, somewhere around there. God, it's been so long, I don't remember. Have you heard the things that happen behind the scenes at Disney? No. It was a few months ago. Yeah, no. That he worked at Epcot? I don't know what happened at Disney. What's going on behind the scenes there? Honestly, I'm not surprised that they okay, what's this buddy-a-thon? Earn awesome prizes. Okay, parents, please register so and help them send 10 plus emails tonight. Oh Lord, are you kidding me? Oh, if they get donations, they get a Build-A-Dog or Build-A-Buddy? Huh? They get to pick. Our buddy-a-thon, it's like a walk-a-thon, except instead of walking, participating students get to pick a huggable, lovable reading buddy. Buddies are 16 inches in size and department store quality. Students will get to help build their own buddy on Buddy-a-thon Day. Oh, so they want you to reach out to all your family and friends with emails and text to make donations, and then if the student gets so much, they get a buddy of their choice. Yeah. They gotta have $50 each to get one of those little buddies that I can buy at Dollar Tree or dollar store. Yeah, no. Oh, they did that with me with those anklets or those slap bracelet animals. Oh, Jesus. Let me hide that for the kids see it, realize what it is. Hey, Beecasser. Oh, my Lord. Send an email to you. Yeah, I actually ran out of people to send. I'm like, oh, I ran out of people to send emails to because some people say no because they know they're going to get emailed for, can you buy something out of the, for the classroom? Can you donate? They said, and I knew that there was people that wouldn't do it and it would be pissed. So no, it's not Build-A-Bear. It's called Buddyathon. You get to pick a huggable, lovable reading buddy. Oh, they get to build their own buddy on Buddyathon Day at school after the conclusion of our program. Well, I guess it is kind of like that. But there's dinosaurs, all kind of critters, doggies. Wow. Oh, they do get it, and it comes with this. What? They come. So that's not. Oh, just for registering, they'll get one of the ones that slap on the wrist. My daughter's got two. That looks like a little keychain. Yeah, I know. Dawson doesn't need that. Look into Disney. There's so much that is bad from behind Disney. Oh yeah, now I'm going to. Yeah, they do that here at Home Depot, Senrisa. I've taken the kids. We went over and did it's really cool. I mean, they give you complete kits. They provide everything. One day it was little soccer players with soccer cage and stuff. The kids loved it. Home Depot does that, especially around holidays. Yeah, mine do too. They love all the little gadgets on their little backpacks. I'm definitely going to look into that Scorpios thing because I want to know what's going on because you know Disney can do background checks on people and come on, it's a family park. There's lots of kids. You've got to be careful. You've got to be super careful. And if a corporation like Disney can't do background checks, that's a scary thought. Sword Duke. Ouch! What are you doing that for, kitty? Look, here, it's nap time. I think you should take a nap. Lay on your blankie. He's looking at me like, woman, shush. Yeah, no, you're right, Starry Night. You're right. If they don't have a background or, a previous history or criminal charges, then you're not going to know. And my husband is still mad at himself. And the guy never met our kids. My husband was just mad he had them in the same building. He said, Kathy, how do you not know when you work with someone for 12 years? I said, because, Frank, they don't advertise it. They don't wear a shirt that says, hey, I'm a pedo. Hey, my brother's in jail for the same thing I'm going to jail for. They don't advertise it. And thankfully there's no kids, but yeah. And they do, because they do background checks for their job because, you're working at a government facility. So you've got to pass an FBI background check. In fact, you even have to go to Orlando for your fingerprinting and stuff. They won't even do that here. They make you go to Orlando. You're getting a kitty named Cinnamon Saturday. Oh. Yeah, that's what, I told him. I said, quit beating yourself up. He said, but I was his supervisor. I was his boss, and I didn't know. I said, Frank, you didn't know the gentleman outside of work. like I said, it's not your fault. You didn't he didn't advertise what he was doing. He never got 10 feet near my kids. They weren't even on the same floor. So and pray whoever you pray to. Yep. Have a good relationship with your kids. Yeah. I'm trying to, hey, Rainy Days. Who's making Megs a real victim is stupid, sucks at trolling. If they weren't smart, they'd give Michaela all the attention. That would piss the F out of Megs if she didn't have victim posts about her. So I don't know what you're talking about, Rainy Days. I don't care about them people. Yeah, if she doesn't talk about it, she talks about it like it's an illness. She's so ignorant. She really is so ignorant, Brittany. I will have you up next time I review her. Yeah, Megs is a perpetual victim. Woe is me. I do it all, but woe is me. I don't care about them people. They just need to stay the hell out my chat and leave me alone. Because I'm not going to play with them. And she's not starting off her YouTube channel on the right foot. She's breaking TOS. She's going to end up losing her channel. And on her. She's going to take herself down. No one's going to have to do it. Sir Duke, you cannot have my cords. They are not Sir Duke's play toys. Oh, you're such an ornery kitty. You're a big Teletubby. He looks at me like, yeah, I'm going to bite you. Call me a Teletubby one more time. I'm going to bite you. Well, I did want to do the Team Rose and Paper Cut Tina, but we ended up getting sidetracked, of course. Oh, she brought up Tourette's yesterday. I was livid. Tourette's is completely different than autism. My kids up. No, she didn't. She's putting Tourette's and autism together, comparing. Wow. I can't. If you're gonna, Betty, just Google it. I've told you that before. I even did a thumbnail for you. Just Google it. Apparently, you didn't take my advice. Tourette's and autism. What messages between me and Megs? I don't talk to Megs. What are you talking about? She messaged me one time on Twitter after those messages. I don't communicate with Megs. I did tell her to stop threatening me and having people on her panel do it. Other than that, no, I don't communicate with Megs. Don't care to. I'm not sure why Story Night. It's a neurological disorder. That's what I always thought it was. My understanding, all the years I worked in medical, is that Tourette's was neurological. Of me? A screen recording? I've never talked to her. Where is this? I've never talked to this woman. There was one message. She said something. I'll read it to you. I don't have nothing to hide. It was the night I was getting those obnoxious threats about my kids. Because I have her blocked, so in order to, I had to accept the message from her. I don't bother them people. Okay. Okay, she sent me. I didn't. She sent me. Somebody sent me all kind of screenshots. I didn't respond to none of that. I guess it's threats that she supposedly got. It says I emailed you. I didn't even check my email. She says last night I did email you all the trolls comments that came into my live chat. Then we had it happen to us again tonight using Wolf's name. Yeah, so did I. She sent me screenshots, I guess, of her chat. I don't know. I didn't look at them before. Don't care. I just said, gross. Whoever is doing this needs to stop. Kids are off limits. I got one saying Wolf was going to R my 6-year-old son and put it on the dark web. Just disgusting. It won't run me off. Just makes me more determined to find out exactly who it is. That was what I said. She said exactly. It's really sick. And yes, this will not run us off. People are sick. Going after kids should be off limits always. That was the end of that. And then I was sent a clip of her and her little panel buddies threatening me. And I said, what the fuck are you threatening me for? You don't know me? It was my child threatened. I didn't say who it was, but girl, knock your shit off. I'm not the one. You are aware of the terms of service. You keep that up. You won't have a channel long. I told her, I said, I'm telling that lady to stop this shit. I'm not playing. That's that Tiffany. I'm not playing no more when my child is gone after. That was it. I don't communicate with them people. It was about those messages. That's it. I stand on what I said. Those messages and the threatening emails are coming from someone in that group. I will stand on that. Prove me wrong. Prove it. Show me who's doing it then. All I know was somebody came in with your avatar and your name threatening my family. That's what you should be worried about. You should be worried that someone's doing that with your avatar and your name. That's what you should be finding out. DM me. Oh, okay, Cash. What do you mean she's misrepresented? What the hell is she saying? Why does this woman lie? What is wrong with her? That's exactly why I have nothing to do with people like her. They lie, 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 lie. She can misrepresent it all she wants. I have the actual messages. I don't mess with messages like they do. Hey, T. Marie. I don't know that Tiffany. She hadn't. Who the hell is she to threaten me? Girl, take a seat. Take many seats. Stupid ass. Oh, and then they give you directions on the back of the sheet on how to do it all. Oh, sure they do. Pictures and all, so your kids can see that. Thank you, nonsense. They put it on the back of the paper, pictures showing you the steps to get your parents to do this. Oh my Lord. Great. Not only do I have to have a bunch of 6-year-olds at his party, now I got to go to one a week and a half later with another bunch of 6-year-olds. I think I'll make my husband do that one. Thank you, Prince. All right, think you can, Princess. Thank you. Love you. Okay, she's over not being allowed to use the cards to build a bridge, to dump them out and build a bridge. But they have 5 different sets of blocks and tons of sets of Legos. They could build a bridge without. Can I put my slime to the table? Yes, ma'am. But please keep it at the table. That means not all over the floor, not all over the walls, not in your hair, not in your brother's hair. Can you do that for me? Did everybody like your new glasses today?
Only 4 people noticed I had new glasses. All the rest did.
Well, 4 people's a lot. You're in 3rd grade. Kids don't notice that stuff.
No, only 4 people. Scarlett and Layla and 2 people in my class.
Okay, well, that's a lot. Kids don't notice that stuff, baby.
Have you noticed the sun's reflecting off of there and I'm staring right at it?
I see that. Okay, go play with your slime. Please remember what I said. No hair, no walls, no floor. Definitely no hair. Serious. Now. All right. Okay, well, yeah, Dookie don't need no slime either. No.
Oh, and can I add some silver things into my purple slime?
You want to add stuff into your slime.
The stuff that came with it. Now I added 1 slime.
It's your slime. Knock yourself out.
I can add some sponges too.
No, you don't want to overdo it because then your slime won't be no good.
Kathy, I'm hungry.
Oh, you want to eat again? Okay, I'm changing my name. I am no longer Mommy Kathy. I'll be right with you, dude. Okay, I'm coming. You're not starving. You just ate, but okay. I got you. I'm coming. Do I have to cook you dinner? I do? You're not going to cook for me? No. Wow. Don't you think I deserve a day off? No? Okay. All right, please shut the door. I'll be right with you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye. Sorry. Eat the slime. Don't tell them that. They'll try it. My oldest built a Ferris wheel with Kinects. Oh, I don't. They'll play. They love them Lego kits, man. They will sit for hours and hours. She loves to build with the Legos. You give her one of those Lego books and a box of Legos, and she's good for the day. She loves that kind of stuff. Any kind of crafting, any kind of building. She loves to cut, color, and paste. I think she watched Tube Top Travesty on that one. But yeah. And she'll make all this stuff, all this tiny stuff to go with her LOL dolls. I'm like, you have an LOL house, fully accessorized. What do you need paper stuff for? But yeah, she doesn't. Build it. They will come. Build a dreams, guys. Yeah. I miss the innocence of childhood. Yeah. It's sad that, hey, Chopper Lily, it's sad that they have to grow up. And this world is not like it was when my son was their age. Nowhere near like it was. And they are so upset that it got so chilly. I actually had to turn the heat on it at 5 o'clock this morning. It actually was like chilly in the house, and I don't want them waking up to a chilly house. So I actually had to turn the heat on. I was like, what the hell now? We're in March now. Come on. But they were upset because, the cold just pushes the pole back to where they thought it was getting ready for them to get in it. They were so bummed. I said, kids, come on. 2-3 days of the hot Florida temperature, that pole will be baking hot. Yeah, it did, T. Well, I agree, rainy days. But, they could talk about my Sir Duke. He's almost, he's, close to 35 pounds. And he's a Teletubby. He doesn't know he's a cat. I think he thinks he's a dog. He's bigger than most people's dogs. But he's definitely entitled. And he keeps pulling my damn cords out. So he's going to get his... he's going to get put in timeout eventually here. That pool was warm compared to the Florida spring waters. Yeah. Ooh, no. Too cold for me. You eat glue? Don't give her no ideas. He built the baseball diamond, bleachers, etc. And the ghost all came from the cornfields for a game. Yeah, that was a good movie. My husband can sit and watch these movies over and over and over again. I can't. I can't. The most I can give a movie is twice, no matter how much I like it. Okay, Scorpio's thing. Oh, well, I hope everything goes good. I hope you're okay. I don't know how I ever swam in those waters as a kid. Yep, nope. I'm a baby. I need warm water. I like my pool at a certain temperature. And when we go to the beach, if the water is not where I like it, that I don't go in. Hubby can take them in. I'm a baby. I need warm. Yeah, I can't. My husband can sit and watch movies over and over and over. The other night, they had all the Rocky movies on. And Rocky movies are hard for me because they were my son's favorite. So I don't watch them at all. Because I can't do it without getting... I can't watch them. So he's sitting in there watching movie after movie. Yeah, my husband does. He can. Not me. But I used to be a movie fanatic, and I haven't been for a long time. I don't know. I think I just got out of the TV. Heck, I can't even catch up on my damn reality shows. I'm so far behind. You still watch Remember the Titans? That was a good movie. I seen that. I don't like to know what's going to happen. Probably. That's probably why I can't keep watching the same movies over and over again. It's like, okay, I already know what's coming. But my husband is a big movie buff. He's a movie fanatic. If there's not sports on, then there's movies. Or a Bigfoot show. He likes some shows about Bigfoot. There's nothing he don't watch about Bigfoot. I told him, you don't got to watch it. We got Bigfoot in our house. We got Sir Duke. What? What are you mowing for? Where are you at? Where are you at? What? You want to talk? Come over here and talk to everybody. Come on. Here, you can be the host. Come on. Come up here and talk. You're not biting me. And see, that's all you want to do. You just want to bite. He's mad because he had a peanut batting it all over the patio, and it went in a swimming pool. So he's pissed he lost his toy. Now he has cat toys, but mind you, I dropped the peanut when I was giving the squirrels their peanuts, and he had to bat it around and play with it. So he's having an attitude because it went in the pool. Now I got to go fish it out of the damn pool. But you're not getting it back because it's wet, dude. And the peanut shell's going to be all soggy. Hey, Duke, get out of my cords. Oh, you're going to pull my cords out again, and it's going to be all over with. You're going to get sent to the moon. So, Duke, seriously, come over here. Oh, this cat. I seen that movie, The World According to Garp. Oh, now my dog's crying. Oh, jeez. Let's see. I need a dog walker, a cat sitter, a babysitter, and somebody to cook dinner. I'd be all set. Let me quit clicking this lighter because I keep doing it and I keep saying I'm going to stop. But Duke, if you pull my cords out, that's it. You're going to timeout. Sir Duke, come on, seriously. Don't you? Oh, you're so sassy. Come here. Here, I'll give you a goodie. I'll bribe you. I'll bribe you. Ouch. You're not supposed to bite me. So he went over and bit the cabinet. He's nuts. This cat is crazy. He is totally berserk. He likes to talk, but he wants you to talk back to him. The more you talk to him, the more he meows. Huh. You just like to talk. Yes, you do. I know. He's going to really be pissed off at me. He got to get a bath tomorrow. He's not going to be a happy camper. But he needs a bath. And I got to clean his ears. He's definitely not going to be a happy camper after I clean his ears. I wish he'd be like the dog, man. You just open up the shower door, the dog goes in. He loves it. You can't keep him out the damn shower. I have to shut and lock the bathroom door because the dog knows how to open up the bathroom door. Because if I open up the shower door and he's in there, he's climbing in the shower whether I want him in there or not. Sir Duke. Oh, you're going to pull my cords out. Come on, kitty. Come here. Come here, kitty. Come here. Come here, Dookie Doo. Come on now. Quit. You're going to get yourself in trouble. He's saying I want trouble. 50 Shades, yeah. The Playboy Murders, yeah, I've seen some of that. I got a binge watch. I was watching Escaping Polygamy, the new one on A&E, and I'm a few episodes behind. I got to catch up on that. Sir Duke, I'm not kidding you now. I'm ready to put you in the house. Come here. You're just being ornery. Dookity doo. Come here. Oh, you're just being ornery. I think he does it so he gets treats. Because I bribe him when I'm live to leave me alone. So he don't pull my cords out and cut off my live, which he's done several times. So I think he does it thinking, hey, I'll get more goodies if I do this. I know, kitty cat. I know. Ooh, just a baby. I know. You want to talk, huh? Yeah, you want to talk? Do you want the mic? I'll give it to you. I'm muted and forget I'm muted half the damn time anyway, so you'll fit right in. Well, I am going to get off here and feed my kids, but I probably will come back later tonight. Sir Duke, I swear, if you pull them cords out, you are really going to have to go to bed. Yes, I put my animals in timeout. I make them go lay down. I've been doing it since they were little, so they're used to it. Hey, they're like kids, you know? Well, how nice of you to climb over them. Boy, now that I know you can climb over them. Oh, what is on your ear? Come here. Oh. But I will probably come back later tonight. It depending. I don't know if anybody's going to be live or not. And we will finally get to do the Paper Cut Tina and Team Rose thing. Sorry about today. Got sidetracked. And I'm almost to the point where I'm trying to put it all together with the Karen Reed thing, so it makes sense. I'll be ready to do the live on that, but it's something. Oh, that's something. That's a rabbit hole. I haven't been able to get out of that rabbit hole since I went down it. But guys, thank you everybody for joining me. Sir Duke, mods, thank you very much. Greatly appreciate you. Sorry I got sidetracked, but I will make it up to you. I will do the paper cut and the team rose because it's actually funny. But two grown women acting like 2-year-olds. What's new on YouTube, right? But guys, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe. Also, we have channel memberships. You can be poolside with adult gummies, adult goodies. All right, guys. I'll be seeing you on these YouTube streets. Thanks, everybody.